You're listening to 2015 Cotuit Kettleers Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
The one swung on and ripped deep down the left field line, back towards the corner, and it's off the foul pole. A home run for Haney.
The 0-1 decline, he hits it up the middle of the infield, a base hit. Keenan is coming around third, he's going to score, and the Kettleers take a 4-3 lead.
The pitch is swung on, hit on the ground through the right side field. Paez round third, he'll score easily, and the Kettleers have a 3-0 lead.
1-1 decline, he swings at and hits that deep into left field. Persico is rounding back there, that ball is out of here!
With the Kettleers warm-up, here's Axel Bawada and Dan Silverman.
From Lowell Park in Cotuit, this is Kettleers Baseball. Today the Kettleers take on the YD Red Sox. Alongside Axel Bawada, I'm Dan Silverman. Thank you for joining us. And Axel, the Kettleers finally got a win a couple of days ago, beating the best team in the league nonetheless to end a 7-game losing streak. And they'll now look to make it 2 straight against a YD team that knocked them off twice in a doubleheader in Yarmouth a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and they didn't win that game in a conventional fashion. It was a walk-off walk. Michael Paez, who led off the bottom of the ninth, got on base when the 2 middle infielders for the Orleans Firebirds, TJ Nichting and Reggie Southall, essentially didn't call each other off, and it was a simple pop-up in the infield that ended up falling. And of course, against Court Peterson, he drew a walk, and Arrives gave the walk to Peterson, and the Kettleers were able to win, and that was their first win in 10 days.
It wasn't pretty, ended a 7-game losing streak, but you know what, a win's a win, and with the way the Kettleers were going, they need to win any way they can get them. They're now 5-12 on the year. They remain in last place in the Western Division, 2 games behind Falmouth for 4th place. YD also in last place in the East, but they're not quite as bad. They're 8-9. And really, when these teams last met, it was a reversal of how they were playing. Cotuit was 3-2 on the year. YD was the worst team in the league at that point. YD won both of those games in the doubleheader. That was 2 weeks and 1 day ago. And that kind of jump-started them to at least playing better baseball and really started the downfall for the Kettleers.
And those were 2 games that went by pretty quick, and if we remember, Daniel Brown, who'll be taking the mound today for Cotuit, pitched really well against YD in, I believe it was game 1. He had a no-hitter into the 5th. They ended up losing that game 4-1.
And both starting pitchers today pitched in that doubleheader. We'll get to that in a moment. First, the starting lineup first for the Red Sox. Cole Billingsley leads things off in right field. Tommy Edmonds at second, batting second. Donnie Walton, the shortstop, bats third. Luke Bonfield in left, he bats fourth. Steven Renz in center, batting fifth. Gio Bruce to the DH, bats sixth. Nathan Rodriguez does the catching, batting seventh. Ryan Noda is at first base, batting eighth. And Joshua Vidales is at third base, he bats ninth. Christian Morris, the righty, takes the Red Sox. For the Kettleers, Court Peterson gets the start leading off, he's in right field. Jack Klein's in center, batting second. Brett Stevens is in left, he bats third. Brandon Berry, the cleanup man, is playing first. Matt Albanese, the DH, bats fifth. Mike Paez in the sixth spot today, he plays shortstop. Will Haney gets the start at third, so a day off for both Brody Weiss and Spencer Gay. First time that Gay gets an off day this season. Tim Cisnero eighth, and Cole Fabio gets the start at second, batting ninth. The lefty Daniel Brown on the mound for the Kettleers. We'll look at the starting pitching next when we come back here on Kettleers Warm-Up on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Who performed your Boston Strong Anthem, Keep On Running, at the start of the 2015 Boston Marathon. Take it away, Carly. Hang on just a second. Bring down here. Hey guys, bring back down this way. Let the kids in.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallant
Tom Sandwich.
Back here at Lowell Park, moments away from first pitch, the Kettleers have just taken the field. Wearing their usual pinstripe uniforms, Cotuit written across the front in maroon, and the typical hat maroon colored with the C on front. Daniel Brown about to start making his warm-up tosses. The lefty takes the mound, and as the last time he started against YD, he was nothing short of excellent.
Yeah, he pitched 4 1/3 innings in a 7-inning ball game. Went into the 5th inning with a no-hitter, gave up a hit. That hit ended up scoring. He walked a batter, struck out 2, got the no decision in that game. But in general, pitched a really good game, and he's making his 4th appearance, his 3rd start. 2 no decisions for Daniel Brown.
And he's a team-best ERA of 0 so far. So he's given up runs, and he gave up 1 run in that start at YD, but no earned runs so far. So when he's given up runs, it's because the defense has faltered. But his pitching so far has been excellent. Still looking for his first win, though. He struck out an average of exactly a batter an inning. Walked 5 in 11 innings. He's given up just 7 hits, so a whip of a little bit more than 1. And the Kettleers with the 2nd worst ERA as a staff in the Cape so far. Sorry, with the worst ERA. YD is 2nd worst. They could really use a good start here from their lefty. One more warm-up toss for Brown. And we're just about ready to get things going at Lowell Park. A beautiful afternoon for baseball. Maybe a couple of clouds in the sky, but not many. After yesterday's weather was rainy and not very pleasant out for much of the day, the Kettleers got rained out at Bourne. Much better weather for today's game. Cole Billingsley leads things off. Left-hand fielder is hitting .267 on the year. No home runs and 7 RBIs. Haney plays in at the grass at third to guard against a bunt. Brown from the stretch. Here's the lefty's first pitch. A fastball taken high, 1-0, and we're underway. Defensively for Cotuit, Brett Stevens is in left. Jack Klein in center court, Peterson in right, and all Pac-12 outfield. Brown set, the leg kick in the 1-0. Fastball taken right down the middle for a called strike 1. Will Haney gets the start at third base. Mike Paez at short, Cole Fabio's at second. Brandon Berry at first, and Tim Cisnera does the catching. Lefty sent. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball to center. Coming on is Klein. Still running in, and he makes the catch. 1 away. And here's the first out of the ball game. So 1 up, 1 down, and the switch hitter Tommy Edmond coming up. The umpires for today, Chris Cohn calls balls and strikes behind home plate. Frank Auditori is at first. and Dave Vampire at third. Edmond batting .262 on the year, switch hitter batting right. Here's the first pitch, fastball missed down and away at 93 from Brown. They count 1-0. Really reared back and fired that one home. He'll pop about as high as 93. Although he usually sits about 89, 91, somewhere in that range. Here's the 1-0. Fastball missed down and in at 92. 2 balls and no strikes. Topped out at 89 against Billingsley. Now starting to rear back and throw the heat a little bit more to Edmond. 1 out, no one on top of the first inning. We're just Park. No score between the Red Sox and the Kettleers. Here's the 2-0 from Brown. Fastball missed low. 3 balls and no strikes. Another switch hitter, Donnie Walton, waiting on deck. Brown pitches from the first base side of the rubber. And from the stretch with no one on, here's the 3-0. Fastball taken on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 3-1. Well, we've talked a lot this year, Axel, about how the offense hasn't gotten things done for the Kettleers, but the pitching staff hasn't helped either. Here's the 3-1. Swinging a ground ball to short. Paez fields a big hop, sets and throws to first in time to get Edmond 2 up, 2 down. Well, the Kettleers pitching staff as a whole has the worst ERA on the Cape at 3.64. Also by far the worst batting average against at 275. So opponent hitters have had their way with this pitching staff so far. And it doesn't help when you struggle at the plate as well. Kettleers are tied for 8th in the league in runs scored. Donnie Walton, the batter, switch hitter bats right. First pitch, he takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. The count 0-1. Walton leads the team with a .305 average. Hasn't hit a home run yet, but also has a team high 8 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1 from Brown. And a fastball that skips by Cisnera. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And behind the plate, Tim Cisnera is after blocking pass balls. That has been a point of a detail of interest in the last couple games for the Kettleers. Zach Collins, who's no longer here, a couple games ago there was a pass ball that got by him, and then the Kettleers ended up losing to Wareham. Gave up 2 runs in the the top of the 9th. Was almost a really big pass ball yesterday by the Orleans catcher Murphy as well late in the game.
So defense behind the plate, as we've seen, has a big impact on outcomes of games, since Cisnera usually very sound at blocking pitches in the dirt. 1-1 on Walton. Brown deals. Fastball outside. 2 balls and a strike, with Luke Bonfield waiting on deck. The outfield plays straight away against Walton. YD as a team does not hit many home runs. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. A good fastball up in the zone. It's 2-2. Just 3 home runs as a team. That's last in the league. 2-2 on Walton. 2 outs, no one on top of the first inning. Brown looks for a 1-2-3 frame. Here's the lefty's 2-2. Fastball a little bit upstairs. Full count. Tried for that inside corner. Looks like he hit the corner, but threw it a little bit above the letters of Walton. So 3-2 the count. Brown works quickly and comes set. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Taken on the inside corner. A slider. Strike 3 called. Walton thought it was ball 4, but Cohen punches him out, and the inning is over. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Middle of the first inning at Lowell Park. It's the Red Sox 0 and the Kettleers coming up on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Cape Cod residents and visitors. Cape Cod Healthcare now offers Cape Cod residents and visitors convenient urgent medical care by emergency room trained physicians at the Fontaine Outpatient Center in Harwich and the Stoneman Outpatient Center in Sandwich. For sore throats and coughs, x-rays and splinting, suturing of lacerations, and much, much more, come to the Stoneman Outpatient Center at 2 Jan Sebastian Drive, just off of Exit 2 in Sandwich, or the Fontaine Outpatient Center at 525 Long Pond Drive, just off Exit 11 in Harwich. Both have extended evening and weekend hours, and both centers are staffed by emergency room physicians. No appointment or referral is necessary. Cape Cod Healthcare, expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
No score last of the first inning here at Lowell Park. Dan Silverman and Axel Bellata with you this evening. Christian Morris, the right-hander, gets the start for the Red Sox. He's 1-0 on the year with a 5.0 ERA. That one win was by far his best start. Came against the Kettleers a couple of weeks ago at Red Wilson Field in South Yarmouth. He went 5 innings of scoreless baseball, allowed just 3 hits, and struck out 3. That was game 2 of the doubleheader that the Red Sox swept from Cotuit. And Morris will face a Kettleers lineup that has been struggling to score. They are tied for 8th in the league, scoring 2.5 runs per game. The one thing they are good at is striking out. They don't do it very often. 2nd least in the league. Court Peterson leads things off. Left-hand batter, and the first pitch of Morris's day is a fastball that hits the inside corner at 91 miles an hour for a called strike. It's 0-1 on Peterson. Court appearing in his 7th game. He's just 2 for 19 at the plate, so he struggled early on. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. On the backhand is Edmond. He throws to first in time to get Peterson. A nice play for out number 1. Good play by the second baseman, showing off a little bit of range and a nice cannon. So 1 up, 1 down, and now Jack Klein, who's been the best hitter so far for Cotuit, is coming up. Klein batting at a team-high .379 on the season. Not eligible for the league leaders yet since he got here late. If he was, that would be 2nd on the Cape.
He also had a big double a couple days ago against Orleans.
He's been the clutch hitter this team needs. First pitch to the righty. He swings and lines one up the middle. Past the shortstop. Walton, base hit center field. And Klein stays. Sounded like he might have broken his bat on that one, but another hit. And he's on first base runner of the game for either team. And Brett Stevens coming up.
So now through 10 games, that's his 12th hit. Jack Klein getting it done at the plate.
Well, as Mike Pius has cooled off, his batting average down to .333. It was at .400 last week. Klein has really picked up his slack, and Brett Stevens has hit the ball well, too. He bats now. He's hitting .355 on the year. A home run and 3 RBIs. Klein leads off first. He's a threat to run, being held on by Ryan Noda. He runs. The pitch is swung on and hit high in the air to left center field, not deep. Wren coming on. He makes the catch, and Klein goes back to first. A quick look at the defense for the Red Sox. Luke Bonfield is in left. Stephen Wren in center. Cole Billingsley in right. Joshua Vidal is at third. Donnie Walton at short. Tommy Edmond at second. Ryan Noda at first. And Nathan Rodriguez does the catching for Morris. So 2 down now last of the first inning. We're still scoreless. Klein is on first, and Brandon Berry the batter. Berry is 4 for 21, a slow start to his Kettleers season. Does have a home run, and 1 run batted in. Big right-hand batter. Morris steals a breaking ball that missed outside, 1-0. Red Sox wearing their home red jerseys away red jerseys, excuse me. They say YD across the left part of the chest. Morris set, spins, throws to first, and Klein back standing. Also blue hats for the Sox with a red brim. Nice sized crowd. The grandstand behind the Kettleers dugout pretty much filled to capacity. On the first base side, about half full. Morris set. Here's the 1-0. Curveball taken for a strike at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike on Berry, with Matt Albanese waiting on deck. 2 down last of the first inning. Klein leads off first. Noda holds him on. We're scoreless at Lowell Park. The tall righty Morris peers in for the sign. And now comes to the high set around his head. Klein leads off first. The pitch. Curved ball hits the inside corner. A good one to Berry. And the count 1-2.
Those are 2 straight really good curveballs by Christian Morris, starting out of the zone and breaking in. Now he's ahead in this count 1-2.
And Morris, a tall pitcher. He's 6'4" out of Indiana. So definitely a difficult angle to hit from. Throw to first and Klein with a short standing. The left fielder Bonfield playing very deep against Berry, who's shown off his power recently. He had a home run and a double a couple of days ago. Behind in the count 1-2. Klein runs. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a curveball. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. At the end of 1, we're scoreless on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Future, brick by brick. Celebrate history and build for the future, brick by brick. That's the slogan for the Cotuit Kettleers engraved brick fundraiser. The bricks we engrave for you will replace the blank bricks in the plaza area behind home plate. Cheer on the Kettleers, honor that special someone, celebrate a life event, or recognize your business. These are only a few examples of what you might want on your engraved brick. To get started, visit the Kettleers website at www.kettleers.org or stop by the tables under the red tents at all Kettleer home games.
Second inning, no score at Lowell Park. Daniel Brown threw a 1-2-3 first inning, so we'll face 4, 5, and 6 in the second for the Red Sox. Luke Bonfield, Stephen Wren, and Gio Brusa. So 2 righties and then a switch hitter against the lefty Brown. Brown from Mississippi State. The lefty comes set on the first base side of the rubber. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. A good changeup. And the count 0-1 on Bonfield. The left fielder hitting .286 on the year. No long balls and 3 runs batted in. Has a team-high 4 doubles, tied with Billingsley for the lead in that category. The 0-1 from Brown. Fastball taken right down. Count 0-2.
Bonfield didn't play in YAD's 7-2 victory against Chatham last night, but played 2 days ago against Wareham, went 0-3.
So looks to turn things around this afternoon. Here's the 0-2. Fastball missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brown peers in for the sign, holds the ball behind his back, and his left hand now comes set. The leg kick in the 1-2. Swinging a bouncing ball to short. Paez scoops it up. Takes his time, fires to first in time to get Bonfield. 1 up, 1 down in the second. So 4 down. 4 in a row retired to start the game for Brown, and Stephen Wren coming up. Wren hitting .242 on the year. Tied for the team lead with 1 home run, as we mentioned. The Red Sox them just 3 as a team. Also has 5 runs batted in. The big problem for him has been the strikeout so far. Brown set, first pitch to the righty, fastball missed up and away, 1-0. Wren has struck out a team high 15 times. Not a recipe for success. He has scored 8 runs, that's second behind Billingsley for the team lead. Here's Brown's 1-0. Inside, almost hit him. Tipped off Cisneros' glove back to the screen. So 2 balls and no strikes the count. Wren, a right-hand batter, has an open stance. Also wearing his pant legs rolled up in knee-high red socks. Brown comes set around stomach high. Here's the lefty's 2-0. Fastball nicks the outside corner. Actually, a changeup looked like. 2-1 the count. Took a little bit off of that one. Brown once again set. Here's the 2-1. Swing. Good fastball there. It blew it right by him. 2-2 on Wren, with Gio Brusa waiting on deck in the second. 1 out, no one on, no score. Berry plays well off the line at first. Haney plays in at third. The 2-2. Swing and a foul back over the screen. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brown pumped that one in at 94. The hardest we've seen today from either starter. Peers in for the sign from Cisnera and comes set. The leg kick and the 2-2 pitch. Swing and another pop-up foul off to the right, out of play. Still 2-2 on Wren. Good at bat here from the center fielder, who, as we said before, strikes out a lot, 15 times in 17 games. Brown set, looks to make it 16. The 2-2, swinging a high pop-up, shallow right center. Backing out is Fabio. In comes Klein, and it's Klein who makes the catch, calling off Peterson in right center. 2 down in the second. Well, that one hung up in the air for quite a while. Fabio raged out, but never really had a plan. It that was hit too far, but Klein, who seems to cover a lot of ground in center, got to it pretty easily. So 2 up, 2 down in the second, and the DH Gio Brusa coming up. Brusa appearing in his 6th game, a switch hitter batting right. He's just 3 for 20 on the year, with 9 strikeouts. Brown's first pitch, he swings and hits one high in the air to center. Ranging back a few steps is Klein, and towards his left, he makes the catch, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down once again for Brown. Middle of the second, it's the Kettleers nothing and the Red Sox nothing on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Do you know what that sound is? That's your new digital marketing department. And that'll be your new web designer. And that's Haibu, where these experts are joined by many more, from web designers to search marketing specialists, who work hard to get your business noticed online and on mobile. Best of all, Haibu can do it all for you, or give you the tools to do it yourself. To find out more, go to haibu.com. That's HIBU.com. Or call 855-464-HIBU. Oh, that'll be your next new customer. Haibu, made for business.
No score last of the second at Lowell Park. Dan Silverman and Axel Bawada with you. The Kettleers look to make it 2 straight wins. They send up 5, 6, and 7 against the Ready Christian Morris. Matt Albanese leads off. Here's the first pitch. He swings and misses at a slider, 0-1. Albanese, then Paez, and then Haney. A trio of righties against the tall right-hander out of Indiana. Morris pitches from the full windup. The high leg kick in the 0-1. Swing and a miss, a good changeup. Albanese has been out in front of 2 straight pitches. The count quickly 0.
Already through 2 innings now, Christian Morris showing a lot of breaking balls, changeups, sliders even, really working with that off-speed and breaking stuff.
0-2. He struck out 9 times so far. The pitch, swinging a high pop-up right side of the infield. Ranging back into shallow right is Edmonds, still going back, and he reaches out to make the catch. Fry ran out about 100 feet or so into right center field. Billingsley and Wren looked like they had easier plays on it, but Edmond had it the entire way, so 1 up, 1 down in the second. And Mike Paez comes. Paez leads the team in hitting of league leader eligible batters, hitting at .333, no homers, 5 RBIs, so he's really cooled off the last week or so. Right-hand batter, first pitch, curveball, hits the knees for a called strike. Paez thought it was low, but it's 0-1.
His .333 average is good for 3rd in the West. He also leads the West Division with a .509 on-base percentage. Maybe good for the league even.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball missed down and away, 1-1. Well, even with his recent slump, he's still finding ways to get on base. The on-base percentage is going down, too, but it had been at .571 at one point last week, which is unreal. .509, still pretty darn good. The pitch, Down and away, a fastball again. It's 2-1.
And he leads the team with 12 walks, and it's not even close. Tied for second with 5 walks is Gene Cohn and Spencer Gay, and they just have 5 each.
He finds ways to get aboard. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Down and away again with a fastball. It's 3-1. And Paez, not the guy you want to walk, leads the team with 7 stolen bases, although he's also been caught a team high 4 times. Ahead in the count, 3-1. Morris kicks and fires home. Swing on a ground ball, foul past third, 3-2. Looked like Joe Kavanaugh, who I think was hit by a foul ball last game, was quickly to scamper out of the way of that one and didn't want the same thing to happen again. So 3-2 on Paez. 1 out, no one on last of the second. We're scoreless at Lowell Park. Morris kicks and fires a 3-2. Swinging a looper into right field. Billingsley waiting on it and hangs up for him. He makes the catch. 2 men away. So 2 up, 2 down, and Will Haney coming up for the Kettleers. Haney batting just 143 on the season. Does have a team high 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, 1 behind Albany's for the team lead. It's been a disappointing year at times for Haney, but also good. He's has 2 home runs, are both big. First pitch, curveball missed down and away, 1-0. Opening night hit the go-ahead and eventual game-winning home run against Harwich. Homered again 3 days later at Falmouth, but hasn't homered in about 2.5 weeks since then. Here's the 1-0. Taking a changeup at the knees for a called strike. It's 1-1. Tim Cisnera behind the plate today waiting on deck, so he would hit if Haney reaches base. Haney starting at third today, with Weiss and Gay both getting the afternoon off. The 1-1. Fastball hits the belt on the outside corner. It's 1-2. So Morris looking for his first 1-2-3 inning, a strike away from striking out Haney, who's already gone down on strikes 13 times this year. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew a fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Kettleers go in order, and at the end of 2, we are scoreless at Lowell Park on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
The Kettleers and Cotuit Athletic Association welcome Spencer Hallett Plumbing and Heating as a premium sponsor and member of the exclusive Kettleers Club in 2015. This family-owned business has been providing heating and plumbing services to businesses and homeowners on Cape Cod for over 100 years. It's what you'd call local, as Spencer is a 4th-generation member of the business and 12th-generation Cape Codder. If you're looking for quality plumbing and heating work, call Spencer Hallett at 508-428-6080 or visit their website at hallettplumbing.com.
Top of the 3rd inning here at Lowell Park. Scoreless tie, 0-0. Only hit of the day was for the Kettleers. That came in the 1st inning, courtesy of Jack Klein. He was stranded at first. The only base runner to reach base for either team. Daniel Brown, first 2 innings of work. Retired the first 6 batters he faced. 2 consecutive 1-2-3 innings. The lefty will face off against the catcher, Nathan Rodriguez. Curveball low and away for a strike, 0-1. Rodriguez last night went 0 for 0. Did not get a plate appearance. He came in as a defensive sub behind getting the start tonight. 0-1. Swung on in foul territory along the first base grandstand and out of play 0-2. Rodriguez struggling at the plate. In 13 games, he's hitting just 182. Brown early ahead 0-2. Pitch is Rodriguez doesn't chase it. That's a ball 1-2. 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Rodriguez holds off. The 1-2 pitch. Laced into right field. Falls for a base hit. Rodriguez thinking two. Klein throws over to Paez at second. And Rodriguez is safe. Runner in scoring position for the Red Sox. Well, Rodriguez looped one into right center, but he was thinking two all the way. And Jack Klein, the throw from center field was in time, but Paez perhaps not able to apply the tag in time. So Rodriguez is at second. Ryan Noda at the plate. Struggling this season. Batting 167. Takes a 92-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees for a strike. 0-1. In yesterday's 7-2 win against Chatham, Ryan Noda went 1 for 3. But a big hit, a 2-run home run. Had 2 RBIs and scored 2 runs as well. Brown looks at second. Timeout is called at the plate. Ryan Noda steps out of the box. Ryan Noda, a righty. Interesting lineup that the YD Red Sox have. They have 4 switch hitters. The Kettleers technically have none on the team except for perhaps Will Haney. He shows bunt, drags along third base. Brown grabs it, throw over to, he gets tangled up with Cisnera. Runner safe at first and third. Well, that was an interesting sequence of events there. Ryan Noda laid down a bunt along the third base line, and both Tim Cisnera and Daniel Brown went for the ball. Brown scooped it up, but by the time he was getting his throwing motion, the catcher Tim Cisnera was in front of him. So a bit of miscommunication. Technically isn't an error. That's a base hit for Ryan Noda, but a communication error. And the corners are now filled. Nathan Rodriguez at third, Ryan Noda at first. Joshua Vidal is at the plate. Switch hitter. Playing in just his 3rd game. He's hitless so far through 5 at-bats. The pitch to Vidales. Swung on. Hit to Fabio. He turns to second for 1. Turn to first for 2. They get the double play, but a runner scores. The YD Red Sox lead 1-0 in the top of the 3rd.
Come to order now, number 8, Cole Billingsley, right fielder from South Alabama.
4-6-3 double play, but that scores Nathan Rodriguez. Top of the order backup, Cole Billingsley. First pitch to Billingsley is an off-speed pitch low and away for a strike, 0-1. Brown working on it, set the pitch. Grounded along the first base foul line and foul. Falls behind 0-2. So the YD Red Sox on 2 hits have a run. Both hits coming in the top of the 3rd. A single into, or a base hit into right center by Nathan Rodriguez, and then a single by Ryan Noda. 2-mile-an-hour fastball misses outside 1-2. One and 2 count to Cole Billingsley. The pitch lined up back the middle of the infield. Fabio runs and grabs it, throws over to first, is in time. 4-3 putout. So the YD Red Sox get a run on 2 hits, leave no one stranded. We'll head now to the bottom of the 3rd inning here on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Chatham Bars Inn Resort and Spa, a time you'll always remember, a place you'll never forget. A proud member of League.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning is Tim Cisnera, the catcher from the University of Oregon. Christian Morris back out for his third inning of work, has a 1-run lead after the Red Sox were able to score a run in the top of the third. First pitch to Cisnera. Fastball low and away, misses 1-0. After Tim Cisnera is Cole Fabio, the second baseman. And then the top of the order restarts with Court Peterson. 1-0 pitch to Cisnera. Swung on and hit, fouled out of play behind the grandstands along third base. Hits off the roof of the Snack Shack. 1-1. Tim Cisnera struggling through 9 games, batting just .125. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, 2-1. He has 3 hits and 24 at-bats. Does have 2 RBIs. But an on-base percentage of just .185. 2-1, fouled back into the parking lot and hits the hood of a car. Count is even up 2-2. Steps out of the box, steps back in. Cisnera throws righty but bats lefty. Awaits the pitch from Christian Morris, working out of the windup, the 2-2. An all-speed pitch that misses up and away. Full count now for Tim Cisnera, 3-2. Cisnera looking for just his 3rd walk of the season. The payoff pitch swung on to left center. Bonfield ranges back and grabs it. 1 down in the bottom of the 3rd. That brings up the second baseman, Cole Fabio, from Bryant University, college team DH Matt Albanese. Fabio playing just his 3rd game for the Kettleers. He's 0 for started the season with the Harwich Mariners. Swings at the first pitch. That's a high pop-up in shallow right. Edmond is called off by Wren. He squeezes it. 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the order back up for the Kettleers, Court Peterson. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to second base. Peterson, a right fielder from UCLA. Waits for the first pitch. Here's the pitch from Morris. Swings at that one. It's way ahead of that breaking ball, 0-1. Or perhaps that was a changeup. Regardless, that was an 83-mile-an-hour pitch, so likely a changeup that Court Peterson was not expecting. The 0-1 to Peterson. Swung on, nubbed. Back over by the pitcher's mound. Morris slides, but coming off the bag is Noda. They both went for that ball. Safe at first is Court Peterson. An infield single for Court Peterson with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd keeps this inning alive for Jackson Klein, center fielder from Stanford. Had a blooper into shallow center in the 1st. One of the Kettleers' 2 hits today. Noda holding Peterson at first. The turn and the throw, not in time. Peterson slides back in. Court Peterson this season 1-0 in stolen base attempts. He wasn't scared to run in college this past season. Was 15 for 16. Turn, throw over to first, not in time again. So Jack Klein's yet to even face a pitch. Peterson takes a leadoff. Noda still holding him at first. Morris peers in for the sign, working out of the set. First pitch to Klein. High fly ball to left field. Going back is Bonfield. He's to the wall, and he makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Christian Morris. Ends the bottom of the 3rd inning. So after 3 full, this game is tied, or the Whitey Red Sox have a 1-0 lead here on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
future, brick by brick. Celebrate history and build for the future, brick by brick. That's the slogan for the Cotuit Kettleers engraved brick fundraiser. The bricks we engrave for you will replace the blank bricks in the plaza area behind home plate. Cheer on the Kettleers, honor that special someone, celebrate a life event, or recognize your business. These are only a few examples of what you might want on your engraved brick. To get started, visit the Kettleers website at www.kettleers.org or stop by the tables under the red tents at all Kettleer home games.
Top of the fourth inning, the YD Red Sox lead the Cotuit Kettleers 1-0. Axel Boada alongside my partner Dan Silverman. Tommy Edmond leading things off in the top of the fourth. Edmond grounded out to short back in the first. Facing Daniel Brown coming out for his fourth inning of work. First pitch to Edmond. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Will Haney at third, playing in. Pitch to Edmond. It's an off-speed pitch, misses low and away. Evens the count at 1-1. So the Red Sox have a run on 2 hits. The Kettleers 2 hits, but no runs. The 1-1 from Brown. Swung on and chopped high and foul along the third baseline, 1-2.
Nice barehand play, too, by Dave Viveros, the umpire. Most umps you see just get out of the way. Yeah, whatever. I don't have to worry about that. You just stuck the bare hand out and snagged it pretty smoothly.
And pretty interesting sight there in the left side of the infield. Will Haney playing third. Usually plays catcher. Has played short, even. Interesting to see him out there in the infield. The 1-2 to Edmond. Swung foul out of play behind the bleachers along first base. One and 2 to Tommy Edmond, the second baseman, wears number 21. The pitch misses low and inside, almost clipped him. 2-2. Steps out of the box, steps back in.
Brown mixing in lots of off-speed pitches and breaking balls early in this game, something we know Coach Roberts loves to see.
2-2 to Edmond. Swung on and hit foul off his leg, off his foot more like it. The ball rolls in front of home plate. Gives it, Tim Cisnera gives the ball over to home plate umpire Chris Cohn, and Daniel Brown gets a new one.
And Cohn very quick to be all over that one, yelling foul and running out from behind home plate right away to make sure that everybody knew the call.
2-2 to Tommy Edmond. The pitch hit along the third base line, falls foul. He really pulled that ball, but it rolled outside of the line.
And that one hit a lot harder. So Viveros wisely staying away from it. The first one, a slow chopper, he could barehand. That one, he was like, all right, maybe not this time. Might need a glove for that one.
2-2 to Edmond. Swan Brown. Paez ranges over and grabs it, tosses it to first. Barry can't handle it on the hop. Safe at first is Tommy Edmond.
Well, they'll rule out an infield hit, but a play that Paez really should make. A good throw would have gotten the runner. He just bounced it. And I'm sure if you ask Paez after the game, it's a play that he'll tell you he should have made. Just didn't get quite enough air under that throw. And Barry couldn't pick it out of the dirt.
That brings up Donnie Walton, another switch hitter, hitting out of the righty's box. One of 4 switch hitters in the YD lineup. The pitch, fastball low and inside, misses 1-0. Tommy Edmond being held at first. Base twice, been successful both times. Barry's holding him at first. Pickoff attempt, throw over to first, not in time. Edmund walks back to the bag, and Barry lobs one back to the mound. Danny Wallens 0 for 1, struck out looking to end the first. Struggling a bit, went 0 for 4 last night against Chatham, pardon me. 1-0. Swung up high and foul out of play along the first base bleachers. Evens the count 1-1. No outs, top of the fourth, runner on first. Walden at the plate, faces a 1-1. Brown the lefty, throw over to first. Walking back to the bag is Edmund, and again with a lob to the pitcher's mound is Brandon Berry. Will Haney at third, playing in, not too much though, a couple steps. Middle infielders double play depth. And throws a harder one over to Berry this time.
And we're at the point this season, at least defensively for a third baseman, playing anywhere behind the bag is pretty rare to see. Whether it's Haney, Gay, Weiss, whoever's playing third that day.
1-1 to Walton. 90-mile-an-hour fastball misses outside and high. 2-1. Didn't look like he missed by much. Two and 1. Brown ready in the set. The pitch. Line drive to the YD dugout. Almost took out a couple heads there. Heads up.
Gotta be careful. He was out in front of that pitch too, got it off the end of the bat, and kind of just directed it almost towards that first base dugout. Always gotta look out for those.
So, crisis averted. 2-2. The pitch. Ground ball to Pies. He flips to second for 1. Throw over to first for 2. In time. 6-4-3 double play. 2 down in the top of the fourth.
And the Kettleers making those double plays look easy. Pies makes up for the infield single that could have been an out to lead off the inning. That's double plays in back-to-back innings now up the middle for the Kettleers.
So Pies making up for that defensive, wasn't an error, but a bit of a mistake off that ground ball hit by Tommy Edmond. He charged it right, read it right, but during the throw was a bit errant. Makes a nice play, turns a double play there. Luke Bonfield up to the plate. Grounded out to short in the second. He's 0 for 1. The bag's freed of base runners. 92-mile-an-hour fastballs at the knees, 0-1. So after having 2 straight 1-2-3 innings, Daniel Brown has had to work a bit in the third and now in the fourth. In good shape currently, 0-1, gets past Cisnera between his legs. 1-1 to Luke Bonfield. Playing his 8th game. Has 6 hits on the season. 6 for 22. 1-1. Fastball inside at the knees again, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Is in the dirt, blocked by Cisnera, 2-2. That was a curveball that broke a bit too low. Evens the count at 2-2 for Luke Bonfield, left fielder. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul to the Cotuit dugout this time.
You got to be careful on both sides now, although that ball grounded it on one hop instead of a line drive, but still. I don't know if you saw what happened to Robinson Cano of the Mariners over the weekend.
Oh, he got hit, that's right.
Between innings, too. Just an errant throw during infield warm-ups, so you never know.
2-2 to Bonfield. Fastball misses low and away. Runs the count full, 3-2. That was a good fastball. Just a bit outside. Bonfield didn't chase. So Brown not out of this inning just yet. 3-2 count. Here. Called third strike. So the Kettleers able to turn a double play and Problems here in the top of the 4th inning. The Whitey Red Sox still lead the 1-0 here on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Give the gift of life. Donating blood is an easy, quick, safe way to save a life. Blood collected at Cape Cod Healthcare blood drives stay on Cape Cod and is used to treat people here. For information on upcoming blood drives, or if your organization is interested in sponsoring a blood drive, visit capecodhealth.org or call 508-862-278. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Inning, the Kettleers trail the Whitey Red Sox 1-0 here on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. And leading off the 4th is left fielder Brett Stevens from UCLA. Flew out to center in the 1st inning. First pitch from Christian Morris is inside, misses a 1-0. Stevens showed bunt there but brought it back. That ball almost got away from Rodriguez behind the plate. Brett Stevens a couple days ago had a pretty good game against Orleans. Went 2 for 4 with a double, an RBI. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses low and inside. Pushes the count to 2-0. 2-0. Strange way to say a pitch count right there, 2-0. Well, here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and popped up high and out of play behind the press box into the parking lot.
Sounds like it hit a car based on the fan reaction. Did you see it, actually?
Can't tell where, can't tell which car, but did indeed hit a car.
That collective ooh from the crowd, you know that a car just got hit.
So after some home games of no cars being hit, 2 have been hit already through just 3.5 here. On to right center. And that'll fall for a base hit. That gets past Billingsley. Going to is Stevens to throw from right field. Not in time. He slides in. He's safe at second.
Now, that ball was hit hard by Stevens. He's been swinging a pretty good bat, too. He and Klein have been the 2 hottest hitters on this team as of late, and they each have a hit today.
That puts him for 1 for 2 today, and a runner in scoring position for the Kettleers as they trail 1-0. And now at the plate is Brandon Berry. Had a very good game against the Firebirds 2 days ago. Went 2 for 4. Had a solo shot, had a double. Scored 2 runs. Looking to drive in another run right now. Runner at second is Stevens. Morris working out of the set. Brandon Berry taking his time in the box. He's a righty. Swings the bat over his right shoulder. First pitch. It's a curveball that misses low, 1-0.
And now if you're Berry, you're not bunting. He's the cleanup hitter. But you know that you have one job to do. Just get Stevens over to third. So a sacrifice fly or a productive out of some sort can then get him in.
Long time between pitches here. 1-0. Morris looks over at second. Looks again. Pitches. A curveball low and inside for a strike. Evens the count 1-1. Left fielder Bonfield looks to be playing a bit back. He's in the shadows in left field. Of course, Berry hit a ripper solo shot to left field a couple days ago. So he has power on that side. Stepping off the mound is Christian Morris looking over at second. Brett Stevens scampers back. No throw is made. Edmund, the shortstop, playing close to second, playing a few feet behind the bag. Walton, the shortstop, playing in the hole between short and third. Edmund runs back over to second. Morris steps off the bag, takes a look over at second.
You have to be careful in a spot like that, too, because Edmund ran over expecting a pickoff play. And when none came, if you pitch that one home, that means there's a huge gap on that right side of the infield. But Morris smartly stepped off.
1-1 to Barry. Almost clips some inside. Misses 2-1. 79-mile-an-hour pitch.
Looked like Barry thought that one would curve more back towards the plate. When it didn't, he hit the bail last second to get out of the way. A slider that just didn't slide from Morris.
2-1 to Barry. Runner on second. Kettleers trail 1-0. Bottom of the fourth. Throw over to second. Sliding in is Stevens. He's in time. So I don't know how long Brandon Barry has been here at the plate, but he's been here for at least a couple minutes. Has only faced 3 pitches.
Morris paying lots of attention to Stevens at second. He's probably not going to be running here, but you want to keep him close so he can't score so easily on a base hit or get to third in case Barry bunted.
Pitch to Barry, grounded to the shortstop on a one-hop. Walton takes it, throws over to first for the out. Runner holds at second.
Just not a good at-bat there from Barry. Got to do your job in that situation. That's get the runner over, and he couldn't do that. Something that might not be looked at, it's just a ground out in the scorebook. But second versus third versus short in that instance, big difference, and Barry couldn't get it done.
So 1 down in the bottom of the fourth. Matt Albanese, right fielder who's DHing today. He's 0 for 1. Popped down into shallow, spins around, feigns a throw over to second. Boy, they really want Stevens there on second.
And Edmund playing very close to the bag, too. There's a big hole on that right side of the infield. Even with Noda playing back and off the line. Still probably 70 feet maybe of free space between the two of them.
Albanese is a righty. We'll see if he can pull one to the right side of the infield. Curveball low and inside, misses 1-0. Probably not pull, but more like into the right side. See, if he pulled it to the right side, he
wouldn't be
he'd
pulling
lefty,
it.
right?
He
He
wouldn't be pulling it.
The on-deck circle is Mike Pius. Albanese faces the 1-0. Here's the pitch. Curveball at the knees and away, 1-1. Good curveball that broke across the plate. He steps out of the box, steps back in.
And a pitch like that, too, a slow curveball, one that you have time to try and just literally, as you said, push it towards second base because such a huge hole over there that if he hits one to the right side, there's a good chance that it gets through.
1-1 to Albanese. Chases a curveball, 1-2. He was way in front of that ball, and Morris has showed today that he's not scared to throw curveballs, changeups, some non-fastball pitches, and he's ahead on Albanese, 1-2. Runner on second is Stevens. 1 down in the bottom of the fourth. Matt Albanese at the plate, 1-2 count. Morris working out of the set. Looks for his sign, looks back at second. The throw. Grounded foul to the Cotuit dugout near that side. We'll redo 1-2. Pretty interesting lineup again. Mike Paez played maybe the first 12, 13 games either in the 1 or 2 spot. Last few games has not been the case. He's batting 6th today. Now it worked out 2 nights ago against Orleans as he led off the bottom of the 9th in the 7th spot. He ended up being the winning run. Morris looks over at second. The 1-2. Pop up high to shallow right. The whole right side of the infield going in for that one. Edmund grabs it. And Stevens retreats back to second.
That was a nice play by Edmund, who's really ranged everywhere in right field from towards the line there to right center before to make plays. And remember, he started probably 5 second on that one and had a pretty long ways to run.
And that's the second time, again, specifically Matt Albanese, that Edmund was able to grab that pop fly, covering a lot of ground as you set. So Mike Pye is up to the plate, the shortstop. Flew out to right field in the second. Big RBI chance for him. He has 5 on the season. Waits the first pitch from Morris. Here it is. A curveball that breaks Lowell away, or Lowell inside, excuse me. 1-0. That was a good breaking curveball, but was not able to clip the inside edge of the zone. Morris not really throwing a lot of fastballs so far in the bottom of the fourth. And he works pretty slowly. He looks over at second. Here's the 1-0 to Paez. Lifted into left center. Running in is Bonfield. He dives, and he makes the catch. An incredible diving catch by Bonfield in left center. And the Kettleers leave a runner stranded and score none. The YD Red Sox lead 1-0 here on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Celebrating over quarter century on Cape Cod, iHealth Services is proud to be a major sponsor of Cape Cod Baseball League again this year. Are you finding it difficult seeing the ball? Let us help you see all the game. Make an appointment at one of our 10 convenient locations on Cape Cod or the South Shore. iHealth Services, we are here for you.
Back here for the 5th inning at Lowell Park, 1-0 YD on top, and now we're joined by 2 Kettleers pitchers, Nick Lewis and John Woodcock. So, Nick, this is your first time. I know you don't want to get into the play-by-play quite yet, but, John, you had fun with it last time, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I had a great time, and I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Take it away.
All right, D. Brown with the first pitch of the inning. Is a ball low to the first batter, who is...
Stephen Wren leading things off for YD.
Perfect, the center fielder. And Brown is kind of an unorthodox starter where he never uses the windup, so he's out in the stretch the full time. Second pitch of the inning is a ball inside as well. 2-0 count to the leadoff hitter, Wren, for YD.
You lost the gum this time, too.
Oh, yeah. I went back and listened to my first take, and it was a little overpowering, so I had to clean it up for this round 2. Third pitch of the inning is a ball as well, so we got a 3-0 count to the leadoff hitter this inning.
Don't want to leave you out, Nick, so I'll mix in some questions for you. Your first time up here, so how's the view up here different from down in the bullpen or the dugout?
It's nice. Beautiful.
And strike one as Brown fights back to a 3-1 count to this hitter, looking to either even the count up with a 3-2 pitch or hopefully get it out with this 3-1 pitch.
It's funny how the higher the view is, the prettier it gets. I saw a picture online where you could almost look like a helicopter shot or something. You could see the bay and
I don't think your headset's working. Hold on, we got another mic for you. Don't worry.
We got the 3-2 pitch coming up. D. Brown fires it, and it's just a little low for ball 4, so the first batter of the inning is walked. And then we got the top of the 5th as YD leads Cotuit 1-0. Both teams have 3 hits. And number 44, Gio Bruce, steps to the plate, righty hitter. Brown's looking to throw him something soft, hopefully get a weak ground ball so he get 2 outs with 1 pitch here.
Give that one a try, Nick. Go for it.
Hello.
All right, there we go.
Good to go.
All right.
Nice
I
to have
might
you,
have to
Nick.
check out that headset.
Over there talking to myself.
First pitch to Bruce says a strike inside. 0-1. See if YD tries to do anything here with the runners. Maybe get a hit and run or a straight steal going. Just get themselves out of the double play possibility. Check swing and Cisnara throws back to first, but the runner at first gets there back in time safely.
So, Nick, you were talking about the view up here compared to down there.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful up here. Before I came up here, before I came up to Cotuit, I saw a picture of kind of like a bird's eye view, and you could see the bay right in right field or over behind the first base side, and it's just beautiful up here. I love it.
Brown picks off to first base, the 1-1 count. No outs here in the 5th inning. Cotuit's down 1-0. Brown comes set. Pitch. This is a hard hit ball to left field, but right at Brett Stevens. Catches it. Runner is forced to retreat to first, so 1 away with the runner on first for Cotuit. Daniel Brown's pitch count has been pretty good. I'm wondering where he's at right now, so hopefully he could make it out of this inning and most likely work into the next one. I'm interested to see who Coach Roberts has coming in first out of the pen in relief.
Close to 70 pitches right now for Brown.
Okay, so yeah, he'll probably go right around 80 or 85, so this could be his last inning of work if he shallow fly ball to center, and Jack Klein makes a great diving catch in shallow center field for the 2nd out. So now those are 2 back-to-back pitches for Brown to collect 2 outs, so maybe with this efficient inning, he'll be back out for the 6th to try to get a full 6 out of his start.
What's it like for you guys as pitchers for someone like Klein in center who seems to get to just about every single ball?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the outfield and actually our whole defense has just been spectacular this summer. I know we've had a few games with multiple errors, but I think as we grow closer as a team and Coach Roberts figures out where guys are most comfortable playing, we've really been clicking, and it's great having a speedy outfield. We had all guys from California out there, 2 UCLA, and then the Jack Klein from Stanford, so they really know how to roam some ground out there.
Yeah, exactly what John said.
You're stealing all his thunder, John.
Hey, he wants it, he can have it.
He loves it up here.
Oh yeah, Nick's got the next question, no doubt.
All right, let's see. What else we got for you, Nick? Guess we can have some fun with this, too. We've been asking a bunch of guys this question. Who is the funniest guy on the team?
The funniest guy on the team. I would say Jack Anderson has a pretty good sense of humor. Sometimes you can't tell whether he's being serious with you or joking, but I think that makes it a little more funnier too, because you're trying to think, is this guy like messing with me or is he being serious? But yeah, I think I'd say those subbies are a little weird, you know.
Yeah, that personality comes with the submarine pitchers, definitely.
Is Kenny the same thing then?
Kenny's more of a serious, straightforward kind of guy, but he has his witty jokes definitely as Brown gets to left field on a 2-1 pitch to end the 5th. For Cotuit, Cotuit's still down 1-0 on YD as they come to the plate to lead.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers in active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore 22 undergraduate majors and over 65 minors and concentrations online at curry.edu.
Back here last of the 5th inning, 1-0 YD on top. And John, you want to take it away?
Yep, we got number 17, Will Haney, catcher from Alabama, stepping to the plate. He's actually playing third base today as Coach Roberts is trying to exploit his athleticism on the field, as we've been a little shallow this year with our infielders. But Will's rocking a very colorful arm sleeve on the right arm today. I think he's trying to help his hitting out with that. As the first pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. It looked a little bit outside, but 0-1 count to Will.
I think he stole that sleeve from Sexton.
Yeah, it looks like Mississippi State colors. Definitely, you got the maroon and white, and I think I see the Adidas logo on that as well.
Sexton okay with that?
Yeah, I don't think Sexton's wearing it too much being a pitcher, but it's definitely a cool-looking arm sleeve.
Looks good thing it's on the right arm, otherwise we couldn't see it from up here, but it's on the left.
Yep, I think it helps with the throws, add some velo across the diamond from third.
For sure.
The 1-1 pitch is a ground ball chopper to short. Throw to the first, gets Will by a few steps, so 1 out for Cotuit here in the bottom half of the 5th. Both teams have 3 hits apiece, and with 1 out, Tim Cisnera, catcher from Oregon, steps in the box looking to get something started for Cotuit.
All right, question for either of you, but Nick, I'll let you answer first because John cut you off last time. Who does the best Roberts impression on the team?
The best Roberts impression.
Justin Dunn did one up here a few games ago that was pretty good.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good one. I think there's a couple guys that I think everyone tries to do a good impression, but I would probably say Justin. Justin's is.
I'd give Dunn a solid second place and
Who's
go.
first?
I'd go King first. Jonathan
All
King.
right.
King's got a pretty good one.
He's been up here a few times also.
Yeah, you got to get him to do that. He's pretty spot on.
Either of you guys have a good one?
Absolutely
not at all.
Yeah, no shot.
Yeah, Dunn's was funny. Had everyone up here laughing.
It's good too. He's a jokester. He's kind of reminds me of Steve Harvey from Family Feud.
Steve Harvey's a funny guy.
Oh yeah,
he makes Family Feud so much better.
That's a great show. We get that going in the locker room back at Virginia Tech a lot.
For sure, they had a NFL celebrity one last night that was hilarious. It's very funny.
I didn't see it.
I missed that episode.
1-2.
Ball inside, evens the count 2-2 to Timmy.
Who was on it last night? Was that the Gronk one?
It was like AFC versus NFC football players in the AFC one. The NFC didn't even get a point.
Really?
But, yeah, it was really funny.
Surprising. You'd think there'd be a lot of intelligence in that room. And the 2-2 pitch is fly ball to center field. Very high fly ball, and it is caught out there for the second out of the inning.
It's probably more entertaining than the Pro Bowl, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But not as entertaining as the Super Bowl commercials, you know?
That's the best. I guess when your team's not in it, that can be the best part.
And let's just say it wasn't your typical Jeopardy questions and answers either.
Now we got Cole Fabio stepping to the plate for Cotuit. He's a pretty recent infielder we just added from Bryant University. He goes to school with Albanese. And let's see if he could get something started with 2 outs here.
Came over from Harwich, too. Started the year there.
Okay. At least from Harwich,
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Awesome.
You learn something new every day.
Yep,
That's why you come up here.
Hopefully he's a good addition for us. I know we were kind of bummed about losing Zach Collins today. But hopefully this guy can step in and be a big bat for the lineup. 0-2 pitches a ball outside. Just showing him something in the dirt. Let's see what the 1-2 pitch is to Fabio.
What do you think he throws? If you're throwing right here.
He's giving a breaking ball away. And, oh, what do you look at that? Breaking ball away for a ball. Ball 2. Evens up the count 2-2. So we got deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 5th inning. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and call a home run to left field on this pitch.
Ooh, wow. What's he going to throw?
On a
Breaking
fastball.
ball. Breaking ball.
Oh, it was a fastball, and it was almost a home run to left, but it was a sharp ground ball to first base as the 3rd out of the inning is made. And we're headed to the 6th here with Cotuit down 1-0.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us. Hope it was fun. Nick, sorry that John stole all your thunder.
It's all right. Hopefully I can get up here with someone else that'll let me talk next time.
Oh, yeah.
John loves it. I think you love it. I think you're the most entertaining one up here.
Perfect.
No one else wants to do play-by-play.
That's what I shoot for. And all right, we'll get out of here. Thank you all for
Thank
the
you.
listeners.
Yep, you got it. Thanks, guys. End of 5, 1-0 YD on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Celebrate history and build for the future, brick by brick. That's the slogan for the Cotuit Kettleers engraved brick fundraiser. The bricks we engrave for you will replace the blank bricks in the plaza area behind home plate. Cheer on the Kettleers, honor that special someone, celebrate a life event, or recognize your business. These are only a few examples of what you might want on your engraved brick. To get started, visit the Kettleers website at www.kettleers.org or stop by the tables under the red tents at all Kettleer home games. Top of the sixth inning, Axel Bawada back here on the call. We were joined by two Kettleer pitchers, John Woodcock and Nick Lewis.
I really can't say we missed you either. I mean, Woodcock loves it up here.
Yeah, he's great at it. You kidding me? He's way better the first week I was.
He still might be better than you.
Well, that's fine. That's.
He called that those couple of pitches. Didn't quite get the home run right.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
almost. It was almost. I mean, the ground ball.
Of course
first.
he called. He pitches,
almost went over the wall.
He knows what he's doing.
That's true. He does.
Anyways, Joshua Vidal coming in, leading things off. That was a off-speed pitch that missed up and away. The corners, Will Haney at third and Brandon Berry playing in. Berry steps back a little bit, and Will Haney's still in the infield grass.
Makes our job easier, too, and Woodcock just does everything.
Oh, for sure. 1-0 to Vidalis. He checks his swing, 89-mile-an-hour fastball, misses upstairs and away, 2-0.
And let's not forget, he's 2-0 with a 1.26 ERA also, so he's been doing everything. Play-by-play, he pitches, he sells 50-50 raffle tickets.
Jack of all trades.
What does he not do? Got to ask him that next time.
Maybe he doesn't hit. 2-0. Vidalis shows bunt, brings it back. Has a 3-0 lead.
I want to see him hit. Why not? Think he can do it?
You know, I figure.
I feel like a home run derby among all the pitchers.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be fun. I think it was Jonathan King who was really good at hitting in high school. I'll check on that.
3-0 to Vidalis. Fastball down the heart of the plate, 3-1. Jonathan King, you said?
I think it was King. I'm looking on that right now.
I'm a big fan of pitchers who rake. Max Scherzer.
Hashtag pitchers who rake.
Max Scherzer's on a 6-game hitting streak. Bumgarner hit a home run. 3-1. Base hit. Falls in front of Jack Klein.
You see Steven Matz yesterday for the Mets?
I was setting that up for you.
His big league debut, he goes 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. He's the first pitcher in Major League history to drive in 4 runs in his Major League debut. He's the first Met, like any position, to drive in 4 runs in his big league debut. And he went 7 2/3 to give up 2 runs. Pretty good day.
Yeah, the Mets are struggling, and they're playing against my Chicago Cubs tonight.
Tomorrow.
Tonight? Oh, shoot, is that tomorrow?
Off day today.
Well, there goes my night, Dan. You
guys are lucky. You miss Harvey, you miss Matz. I think you miss Syndergaard too.
Good. Well, I expect
you don't miss DeGrom.
I expect we'll win the series. That seems to be it for Daniel Brown. Coach Roberts comes in and calls someone out of the bullpen, so his night is over. He goes 5 very good innings. Gives up a base hit to Joshua Vidalis, the first batter he faces in the 6th. So his line is still open, but he leaves trailing in this game 1-0. Take a look at who's on the mound. That seems to be currently Tim Cisnero is right in front of us, so we cannot see. It seems to be Matt
I don't think he's coming in. Yeah, it looks like Milburn.
Yeah, it's Milburn. So Matt Milburn is going to relieve Daniel Brown. Matt Milburn, he's another favorite here in the booth, isn't he?
He likes it up here, too. He's been up here, 3-4 times, maybe?
Yeah. Matt Milburn, the senior from Wofford College, 6'3", 210 pounds from Dallas, Texas. He's had a couple rough outings his last 2 times. He's 0 for 2. We'll talk about that more. We'll take a quick commercial break here at Lowell Park. You are listening to Cotuit Kettleers Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. back here at Lowell Park, top of the 6th. Runner on first is Joshua Vidalis, getting his first base hit of the season. Matt Milburn relieving Daniel Brown of duty. Went 5 innings, gave up a run. Runner on first is his. So his line not yet just over. Stepping up to the plate is Tommy Edman. He's 1 for 2. As Milburn throws over to first, pickoff attempt not good. And Dan, we were talking a little bit about Major League pitchers who can hit. We'll wait for this first pitch by Milburn. Showing bunt is Edman. He takes a strike, 0-1. So you're also saying that we have a Kettleer on this team who was quite the batter in high school.
Yeah, Jonathan King was certainly a pitcher who rakes. Senior year, besides posting a .65 ERA, he hit .398, 10 home runs.
The 0-1 to Edman. Swung foul out of play right into the grandstands on the third baseline.
Guy tried to barehand it, and it fell right out of his hand. You know what the problem was? Didn't have a baby in the other hand.
He would have caught it for sure. 0-2.
Or dropped the baby.
Well,
that's not good. You got to be careful.
I'm glad he didn't have a baby now.
You know,
0-2 pickoff attempt. Not in time. Edman scampers back.
I really don't think the baby helps.
Maybe the balance.
It just gives you... if you can't catch it without a baby and you start focusing off the baby, it doesn't end well.
0-2 to Edman. Swing and a miss. 1 away in the top of the 6th. At Milburn. That was an Edman. That was Cole Billingsley who swung. See, this is what happens, Dan. We start goofing off, talking about...
So you're blaming me that you don't know who's up?
Yeah, that's right. I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it.
Wow, no. You can't get away with that.
That was Cole Billingsley who struck out.
Edman is now batting.
Edman is now batting. Cole Billingsley just struck out. We are back on track here.
And you're trying to blame me for that. Come on,
We're
man.
back on track.
Come on. Have some self-respect.
I would have more if
have
you
some
didn't
for
distract
me.
me. Oh,
I didn't distract.
All right, I'll take one for the team. That was my fault. 0-1 to Edman.
You're not going to hear the end of this
up
one.
and away.
You'll take one for the team.
1-1.
You're the one who forgot who was up. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'm getting a little mean. We got to bicker, but it's fun.
Vidalis at first.
I mean well.
I know. This is how it is. This is what happens when you're in a booth, you know?
You have to broadcast 44 games with someone. You know, it gets intense.
1-1. Runner takes off. Hit to Haney. Diving. Can't grab it. Runner safe at first and second. So Tommy Edman made me pay for saying he struck out by hitting a single.
And that was about as soft a ball that you can hit. Just snuck it by Haney. Well, he's 6'5". Needed to be probably 6'8", 6'9" maybe. Then he would have gotten that one. Just couldn't quite reach it.
Credit to Haney for the dive and not playing in his usual position. A catcher by trade.
Third base is a little bit different.
Right. Well, a catcher by trade, he's played the left side of the infield. He's played shortstop. He's played third base. He's played first base as well.
He's also trying to... He's doing everything this summer.
Walden up to the plate. Takes a fastball low and away for a strike, 0-1. That's what it's about. You know, he's here trying to get better, work on other facets of his game.
And when you have two very good defensive catchers, since Cisnera is very good behind the plate, so is Haney. Can't play both of them there.
0-1 to Walton. Fastball misses outside, 1-1. So runner at first is Tommy Edman. Runner at second, Joshua Vidalis. Kettleers trail 1-0, 1 down in the top of the 6th. Matt Milburn working out of the set. Peers in for his sign. Wibbles the ball in his hand behind his back. Gets back up. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Good change up there. Coach Roberts loves that guy to change speeds. Did that very well.
Walton was way ahead of that ball. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the first and grounded out into a double play in the 4th. Milburn steps off the bag, looks over at second. No one covering second. Vidalis just slowly walks back to the bag. Milburn looks over at second again. He's a righty, facing the lefty. The pitch, swing and a miss again. Got him to chase another off-speed pitch. 2 away in the top of the 6th.
Again, changing speeds. Throws some fastballs, some changeups, and then when you're not expecting it, goes with that curveball in the dirt. And Walton just chased it. He's following the Roberts method of pitching right there, that's for sure. And now we have a pinch hitter coming out for Bonfield. And that's number 33, Michael Donadio, who will hit for him.
So Donadio hitting from St. John's University. So Luke Bonfield today went 0 for 2. His day is over. Michael Donadio played in 17 games, this 18th game, as he takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. He's batting .226. 12 hits and 53 at-bats. Just 4 extra base hits. That's 3 doubles and a triple. 1-0 to Donadio is high for a ball, 2-0. 2 away in the top of the 6th.
Big spot here for Milburn, though, trying to keep this game just a 1-run game.
Pitch. Fastball outside, clips the zone, 1-1. Red Sox with 2 runners on base have a 1-0 lead. Score that run back in the 3rd. Milburn looks over at second. No one's covering the pitch. Fastball in the zone. He's ahead, or this count is even 2-2.
Good pitch there, too, right at that outside corner. All Donadio could do was stare at it back into Cisneros' glove, and now Milburn a strike away from getting out of the jam and striking out 3 in the inning.
Here's the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Fabio on the leg. On his knee, grabs it, flips over to second for the out. And the Whitey Red Sox score none, leave 2 stranded. Middle of the 6th, you're listening to Cotuit Kettleers Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Insider's view of the most prestigious amateur baseball league in the nation through the Cape Cod Baseball League's official social media accounts. Follow, like, and retweet the news on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and get the latest scores, transactions, and year-round updates of present, past, and future CCBL players. Hashtag CCBL takes you straight to the hot topics.
Due back up for the Kettleers in the bottom of the 6th. They trail the Whitey Red Sox 1-0 here at Lowell Park. Christian Morris back out for his 6th inning of work. Court Peterson leading things off, wearing number 16. The right fielder takes a first pitch in the dirt, 1-0.
And top of the order up now for a team that needs at least a run. They're trailing 1-0. They've had 3 hits so far, a couple of chances, but nothing to show for it.
Peterson is 1 for 2. Takes a fastball, calls strike outside. Edge of the plate, fastball 1-1. Peterson 1 for 2. Grounded out to second base in the 1st and had a base hit in the 3rd. Swings at the pitch here, a nice piece of hitting into shallow right. Rolls over to Billingsley, base hit, leadoff runner on for the Kettleers.
And that's a good sign from Peterson, too, swinging a much better bat today. He came into this game just 2 for 19 on the season and 2 for 3 today. So that move to the leadoff spot is so far for him.
Jackson Klein coming up to the plate. He's 1 for 2, had a single in the first. And flew out to left in the third.
We'll see if a bunt is on here, although it's hard to take the bat out of your best hitter's hands. And that's been Klein so far, his average up above 380.
Morris out of the set, pitches. Klein doesn't swing at that one. That's a fastball, low and away for a strike, 0-1.
I'd say more likely than a bunt is now Klein will call for time and talk things over with Coach Roberts. Maybe a hit and run, just because when you have an offense that's really struggled to score runs and do much of anything so far, put pieces in motion, maybe something good happens. And Klein, too, has handled the bat very well, so at this point you trust him to put the ball into play if he needs to.
Definitely the Kettleers need to get some offense going. They've had just one runner in scoring position. Now it's Brett Stevens in the fourth. He had a leadoff double, and the Kettleers could not advance him past second. 0-1 to Klein. He shows bunt. A pitch out, throw over to second. Peterson slides into second. That ball's into shallow center. He's running to third. He slides. He is safe. Court Peterson all the way to third base.
And Kettleers just caught a huge break because they saw that hit and run coming or a steal, whatever it was going to be. Well, Scott Pickler, the manager, guessed right. Peterson was running, and Rodriguez just bounced the throw. Would have had him by a mile, too. Instead, it's a Peterson of second, and an error on the catcher Rodriguez to get him to third. And now the Kettleers have 3 chances to bring in the tying run. That is an absolute gift, and they need to take advantage.
In business. Tying run 90 feet away from home plate. Klein at the plate. Here's the 1-1. Curveball low and away. Drags Rodriguez off from behind home plate. 2-1.
And honestly, Klein's the guy you want up in this spot. He's second in the team lead in RBIs, 1 behind Albanese with 5. And when the Kettleers have needed that big hit, it's usually been Klein who's come through.
Klein is second and playing just his 10th game. The 2-1 swing and a miss seemed to bounce off of Rodriguez's glove and over along the third base foul line.
And Morris knows he got away with a hanger right there. Klein not happy with himself. That was a 2-1 hanging breaking ball right down the middle. And Klein just missed it. Got a little tip of it, but not what he hoped for.
He waits a second to step into the box. He steps in. Morris stepping back onto the rubber. Klein steps back out. Instead of touching home plate, he touches the batter's box. Now touches home plate. Runner on third is Court Peterson. 2-2 to Klein. Pop up to right field. Billingsley will grab it. Tagging up is Peterson. The throw to home plate is not in time. Court Peterson scores. This game is tied up 1-1.
And once again, Zach Klein comes through in the clutch. That was a pretty close play at the plate. A good throw by Billingsley. But Peterson just able to sneak that foot underneath the tag. And we're tied at 1, and once again, it's Klein. And go back to the Orleans game when the Kettleers took advantage of errors made by the Firebirds. Same thing here. ID makes a big error, can't get the caught stealing, and on top of that, throws it into center field, allowing Peterson to go to third. Next batter, Klein ties it up. We're even 1-1.
Bunt. Bunts along third base. Very nice bunt. Rodriguez grabs it. Throw over to first in time. He fired that one. Barely beat out Brett Stevens.
That was a beautiful play, too. Rodriguez trying to make up for that throwing error. A lot of catchers, that's the base hit for Stevens. Rodriguez pounced on that one quickly, spun in one motion, and threw a bullet to first base for the out.
And unlike earlier in this game when Daniel Brown and Tim Cisnera for the Kettleers were unable to call each other off and essentially couldn't make a play at first, there Rodriguez able to get Morris out of his way. First pitch to Barry, swung on to right field, through for a base hit. Again, a base runner for the Kettleers. Brandon Berry, his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 3 now.
And with that hit, I'm guessing that run will become earned, because you can't assume that Peterson's out at second and it's a steal. Probably scores on that single, even from second base from Berry. But we'll have to see what the official scorer says. Either way, Berry's swinging a pretty good bat as of late, too. That was a good piece of hitting. And mostly he's pulled the ball so far, but able to take that one to the opposite field.
Dan, it has been scored as an earned run. You are very good with the scorekeeping stuff. You know that.
Hey, that's what I like to do. I was bored yesterday. There was a play in the Yankees game that I thought should have been an error.
Ruled to double. Yeah, I saw that
and
too.
I went on MLB.com and read over a part of the official scorer section on the rules. Yes, that's what I do in my spare time.
Gene Cohn pinch hitting for Matt Albanese. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside, 1-0.
Maybe that should be a career path
for sure.
For
I
me.
mean,
if the broadcasting doesn't work out.
So one thing we may not mention earlier, Spencer Gay is not in the lineup. This is the first game in which he has not started or even played. And here Gene Cohn is pinch hitting again, third straight game. He's appearing in his 17th game this season, so he's missed just one game. 1-0 to Gene Cohn as Rodriguez ran out to the pitcher's mound to talk things over with Morris. He's back behind home plate. Runner on first is Brandon Berry. The pitch to Cohn, he shows bunt, brings it break, 1-1. Two down in the bottom of the sixth. Cohn awaits the 1-1. The pitch swung up the middle of the infield. Edmonds slides and grabs it. Doesn't make a play at second or first. Both runners are safe.
Well, that was a good play by Edmond just to knock it down, or else Berry probably goes first to third. But couldn't field it cleanly, had no play, and Cohn has an infield hit.
Third hit of the bottom of the sixth for the Kettleers. Brings up Michael Pius.
And a big RBI spot for him, I'd say, behind Klein. Pius has probably been the second most clutch hitter on this team. So once again, one of the guys that you want up in this spot with first and second and two men down in a tie game.
He is 0 for 2 today specifically, but a big chance right here. For Pius, first pitch, curve ball below the knees, 1-0. He hit a nice slider into left center that was robbed by a diving Bonfield. Bonfield has since been replaced by Donadio in left. So Pius 0 for 2. Morris working out of the set, looks over at second. The pitch swung on by Pius and grounded, chopped over by the Cotuit dugout along that side. 1-1.
And back to Gene Cohn, too. That's now 2 straight games where he's pinch hit and is 2 for 2 in those spots. Had a big 9th inning single in the walk-off win over Orleans on Saturday. And now pinch hitting gets the infield single in the 6th inning today. So quietly working his way back into more important roles on this team and doing it successfully so far.
Morris taking a long time between pitches. Peers in for the sign, working out of the set. Pius calls timeout, and you figure you can't hold your concentration up forever. That was a long stare down that they had there, so he regathers his steps back into the box. We'll have a fresh start here. Morris, throw over to first. Cohn, not in time. Was able to dive in.
That was really, really close. Noda snuck behind him. By the time Cohn realized he had to scramble and dive back towards the bag and just barely got his hand in there.
Good attempt, but no dice. Runner still on first and second. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. Michael Pius, 1-1 count. Morris, the only pitcher for the Whitey Red Sox so far today. Here's the pitch to Pius, into left field and pulled way foul. But he really got under that ball.
Talk about being out in front of a curveball. Pius hit that one probably 50 feet to the left of the foul pole down the line. If it stayed fair, maybe had home run distance. He had a couple out in batting practice today, so he doesn't always show it in games, but he's got some pop.
So it was a foul, as you said, Dan, 1-2. Big pitch coming up from Morris. Here it is. Fastball misses outside, evens the count, 2-2. Pius steps back out of the box and back in. Touches home plate, waggles the bat, swings it over his right shoulder. Another big pitch coming up from Christian Morris. He looks over at second. The pitch to Pius is low and inside. Count runs full, 3-2.
That one didn't miss that inside corner by a whole lot either. We've seen Chris Cohn punch out a couple of batters already on fastballs on the inner edge. And Pius probably close to there, but he's got a good eye. He's walked 12 times this year, most on the team. So he has a very good sense of the strike zone.
As we established, I don't know what his on-pace percentage would be now that he's 0-2, but he definitely knows how to get on in any way possible. If you remember, about a week ago or so, he got on base. He was hit by a pitch and missed the next couple games after that. Willing to do anything to get on base. 3-2 to Pius. Runners are moving, and he draws a walk. Bases are loaded. Another very good at-bat by Michael Pius.
And he just finds ways to get on base even when he's not hitting. He still finds a way to get it done. And now Will Haney coming up with the bases loaded. Talking things over with Coach Roberts real quickly. And Haney has struggled at the plate recently. He struck out his first at-bat, has now K'd 14 times on the year, but again, he has the most power on the team. In batting practice, I think it was 2 days ago, in 5 swings in a row, 4 way over the fence in left field.
I figure the Kettleers would really like one of those right now. First pitch to Haney. Fastball low and away, called strike. We've seen that a few times today. Will Haney takes a first pitch strike outside or away. And could be called either way, but not getting the benefit of the doubt. He's behind 0-1.
Talk about a big spot here for Haney. He's got a chance to make a big, big impact in this game.
0-1. Ground ball chopped up high and foul along the third base line to the fence. Well, Haney 0-2, or the count is now 0-2. Neither of his first 2 counts got past 1 ball, so Will Haney is not been giving a lot of outside pitches, and he's swinging at what he sees today. So a big pitch here. Morris may try to get him to chase one out of the zone as Rodriguez moves outside from behind the plate. 0-2 is in the dirt. Pass coming into scores. Brandon Berry. Kettleers take a 2-1 lead.
He just overthrew it. Plain and simple. Tried too hard to just crank that back and throw as hard as he could. Didn't hit his spot, and Rodriguez couldn't keep it in front of him. Got to be careful with the guy on third.
I was briefly talking about it before that, as Rodriguez clearly shifted to his right behind home plate to get Haney to chase a fastball, and well, they were made to pay there as Morris overthrew it was 91-mile-an-hour fastball that was low and outside, but Rodriguez couldn't handle. Runners on second, fly ball into left field. That ball is going back. That ball is gone! 3-run home run for Will Haney. The Kettleers lead the Whitey Red Sox 5-1.
That's got to feel good for Haney, too. He's needed that big hit for quite a while.
Well, Morris hung one, and Haney made him pay. Goodness gracious, a big smile from Will Haney as he gets some high fives back to the dugout, and I figure that pass ball wouldn't have really mattered. He would have hit a grand slam. Boy, oh boy, Will Haney really got under that ball.
And that was a ways over that fence in left field. Donadio gave it a look, but he knew that he never had a play. That was a bomb off the bat of Haney. And we've talked about it. He's got the most power on the team. It's a matter of just putting the ball into play and getting good wood on it.
So a 3-run home run on an 0-2 count put the Kettleers up 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Christian Morris's day is over. Bullpen has been motioned coming onto the mound. We'll take a look and see who it is. And boy, through 5, Christian Morris looked really good. And then things just fell off the rails in the bottom of the 6th. So number 14 coming into pitch for YD. We'll take a look at who that is in just a second. And actually, we'll just go ahead and head to a commercial break. The Kettleers lead the YD Red Sox 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Riley McEachern takes the mound for YD. It's a 5-1 ball game. The Kettleers lead. 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Tim Cisnera up to the plate. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to Cisnera, swung foul and out of play behind the press box and
off a car.
Another, yep. Hit off a roof hit off the hood of a car. That's the 3rd car hit today at Lowell Park.
It's a rough day for car drivers. Hey, you like to say it. Ride your bikes to Lowell Park. About that.
0-1 to Cisnera, fastball 90 miles an hour, misses low and away. Count is even 1-1.
In all seriousness, though, if you ride your bike, whatever, so your bike gets hit by a car, it's not breaking. You're not going to break on your bike to break. You're fine.
1-1 to Cisnera. 85-mile-an-hour pitch, low and inside, 1-2. That ball, couldn't tell what it was, but it seemed to kind of break across the plate. Yeah, and also it just takes up a lot less space a bike does, so the chances of it getting hit are literally a lot less.
And you can really leave it wherever you want.
Right. 1-2 to Cisnera. Fastball just below the knees, 2-2. Boy, oh boy, quite the exciting inning. Kettleers plate 4. Passball scores in Brandon Berry, and then Will Haney with a 3-run shot. As Cisnera takes a 93-mile-an-hour fastball low and away, full count, 3-2. He got under that ball. You knew it was gone. And exactly what the Kettleers needed, and exactly what Will Haney's needed, because he struggled mightily at the plate. 3-2 to Cisnera. Is a fastball in the dirt. He takes his base. Cole Fabio coming up to the plate.
And Fabio will be the 9th man to come to the plate this inning for the Kettleers. And remember, there was 1 run in, but no man on with 2 men down. And then Berry singled, Cohen singled, Paez walked, the pass ball, and then the Will Haney 3-run homer. And now another walk.
So things fell apart with 2 outs.
And now Brody Weiss is going to come on and run for Cisnera. So I guess Coach Roberts trying to help solidify the infield defensively. I assume that Weiss will move to 3rd base and Haney back behind the plate in the 7th. With Cisnera now out of the game, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Weiss into the game as Cole Fabio fouls one back and out of play. 0-1. Cole Fabio still looking for his first base hit. It's 0 for 4 as a Kettleer. Brody Weiss pinch running as he set down on first for Tim Cisnera, so his day's over. The 0-1 to Fabio running is Weiss. He grounds it up the middle of the infield. It's chopping. Grabbed by Wall and throw to first in time. So the Kettleers played 4 in the bottom of the 6th. Played 5, no 4. My math is not good. So after 6 full, this game is 5-1 Cotuit. You're listening to Cotuit Kettleers Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Yeah, they played it 4 because it was 1-1. So they're leading 5-1.
Kettleers Club in 20. The Kettleers and Cotuit Athletic Association welcomes Spencer Hallett Plumbing and Heating as a premium sponsor and member of the exclusive Kettleers Club in 2015. This family-owned business has been providing heating and plumbing services to businesses and homes in Cape Cod for over 100 years. It's what you'd call local, as Spencer is a 4th-generation member of the business and 12th-generation Cape Codder. If you're looking for quality work, call Spencer Hallett at 508-428-6080 or visit their website at hallettplumbing.com.
Top of the 7th inning, Cotuit leading 5-1 against the Whitey Red Sox. First pitch to Stephen Wren is outside. Matt Milburn back out for his 2nd inning of work.
And we get popsicles now.
So a fun day at the ballpark indeed. The 1-0 to Wren. Wants to swing at that one, but he doesn't. That's a fastball outside the zone, 2-0.
Yeah, whenever Al brings us that's always the highlight. Al is just the man. He really is.
He is. I can agree on that for sure.
He's my popsicle guy.
2-0 to Wren, swing and a miss. Chased a curveball, 74 miles an hour.
Yeah, for all your popsicle needs, go to Al. Well, actually, no. Don't go to Al. Don't steal mine.
2-1, chases another curveball. Evens the count, 2-2.
If you hear any slurping, that's me with my orange popsicle. Just be aware.
2-2 to Wren, another swing and a miss. One away in the top of the 7th. And some defensive changes. Will Haney is now behind home plate catching, and at third is Brody Weiss.
Called it. Just throwing that out there.
Well, I mean, it would have been weird to see Brody Weiss
behind
catching.
the plate.
Right, so.
I've seen, no, I might not have seen weirder.
Wasn't exactly a hot take. Well, seeing Will Haney at short was pretty weird, so you certainly haven't seen weirder. First pitch to Gio Brusa. Misses outside the zone, 1-0.
Now my teeth are cold. What color did you get? Red?
Yeah, we both
Classic.
got red. 1-0.
I got orange.
You got orange?
Yeah.
Oh.
Switch it up a little bit. I got red the first 2 times.
Okay. See, I think I got blue the first 2 times. 2-0 to Bruce.
We're both mixing it up a little bit. Why not, right?
Why not, right?
Try new things.
Pitch, curveball at the knees, 2-1. Bruce yesterday, that 7-2 win against Shannon, went 1 for 4. Did strike out 3 times. He's 0 for 2 today. Milburn delivers a 2-1. Chopped foul to the dugout. Evens the count, 2-2.
And Milburn's looked very good since coming in. He's faced 5 batters now, retired 4 of them, 3 strikeouts.
2-2 pitch, grounded right back to Milburn on the mound. He runs over to first, underhand flips to Barry for the out. 2 down in the top of the 7th.
And we've been talking for the past pretty much 2 weeks and honestly all of the season about how the offense has struggled for this team. When you get one big hit like Haney did, that can be all you need sometimes. It's been great for this team, but it's been good enough where when you score 5 runs, you should win most of the time.
First pitch to Rodriguez, low and inside for a ball, 1-0. And in that last bottom half of the 6th, very good base running by Court Peterson. They did capitalize on an error. Brendan Berry scored on a pass ball, another curveball, 1-1. So just a really good inning. I mean, some good hitting, some good base running, and of course a big home run into left field by Will Haney. 1-1 to Rodriguez, checks his swing, seems to bounce off of Haney. Rodriguez went around, it's 1-2.
So I don't know if the mic is picking up my popsicle chewing. Do you hear it?
No, I wasn't really paying too much attention. I don't think it picked it up. We do have a new mic.
That's good.
We have a new
Well,
mic,
the
a new
crowd mic shouldn't
state-of-the-art.
pick it up.
Well,
I
you'd
hope
be
not.
surprised. I think I put it out far enough to where it won't. 1-2
Okay.
to Rodriguez, chases one upstairs. Matt Milburn strikes out 2 in the top of the 7th. 1-2-3 inning. Middle 7th. Kettleers lead 5-1 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Brick fundraiser. Celebrate history and build for the future, brick by brick. That's the slogan for the Cotuit Kettleers engraved brick fundraiser. The bricks we engrave for you are the blank bricks in the plaza area behind home plate. Cheer on the Kettleers, honor that special someone.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Isabella McAllister, recent graduate of Maxwell High School. Proud sponsor of the Cape League for 15 seasons. Baseball factories have got baseball training, tournaments, and showcases.
Build for the future, brick by brick. That's the slogan for the Cotuit Kettleers engraved brick fundraiser. The bricks we engrave for you will replace the blank bricks in the plaza area behind home plate. Cheer on the Kettleers, honor that special someone, celebrate a life event, or recognize your business. These are only a few examples of what you might want on your engraved brick. To get started, visit the Kettleers website at www.kettleers.org or under the red tents at all Kettleer home games.
Bottom of the 7th for Cotuit. Top of the other back to Court. Leaning things off here. Riley McKetron's still out there for the Whitey Red Sox.
And top of the order due up once again for Cotuit, just like the 6th.
Pitch, fastball away inside, 1-0. Yeah, Pearson led off the inning with a base hit. Stole second and a throwing error. Got his way over to third as he takes another ball, 2-0. So when he was on third, Jack Klein hit a sack into right field. That scored Peterson. That was the first run of the ball game. It tied things up. And Kettleers would plate 4 more after that and take a 5-1 lead. 2-0, swung on deep into left center. Ren moving back, and he'll make the catch. Seemed to range back and then rerouted and move to his right instead. Back up. Jack Klein is 1 for 3 with that sack fly and that big RBI. Behind him is Brett Stevens. Pitch to Klein. Fastball 93 miles an hour, and upstairs 1-0. Here's the 0-1. Klein chops that high and foul along the third base line, 1-1. So Jack Klein coming up big when needed. He's been doing that quite a bit in some losing efforts as the Kettleers that have a 7-game losing streak, but Kettleers well on their way to a second straight win. Of course, still.
Don't speak too soon.
I was about to say, of course, there's still.
Don't jinx it.
There's still 2 innings of baseball left to be played, 2.5. 1-1 to Klein. At the knees, 1-2. What was that, Dan? It seemed to be a
good hard slider there from McEachern. Had some late bite to it also. So a tough pitch for Klein.
McEachern out of the windup. Here's the 1-2. Laced to shallow right, and he'll pop out to Edmond out there. Again, Tommy Edmond kind of running his way into field.
He looks good on those balls hit over his head. And a lot of infielders have difficulty with that just because they're not used to that. They don't practice it quite as much. Usually when you're an infielder, you just take ground balls. As an outfielder, you take all those balls in the air, but an infielder, not so much. So those balls like that tend to give him more difficulty just because you don't get them as often, both in games and out of games.
First pitch to Brett Stevens, 93 miles an hour, inside, 1-0. So he's been flashing the leather out there. Third time today he's made a catch like that.
That was probably the easiest of the 3, too. One of them was all the way into pretty deep right center.
1-0 to Stevens. Isn't able to check his swing. He went around 1-1.
I should say not deep right center.
Right.
Almost average right center for an outfielder. So for a second baseman, that's pretty deep into right center.
And we've seen him range all the way over to the foul line in right field. Stevens, the 1-1, takes a ball outside, 2-1. Stevens is 1 for 3 today. That hit came in the bottom of the 4th. He had a double. He was left stranded. 2-1. Fastball low and away, 3-1. Looking to reach base safely for his second time today. Here's the pitch. Hit to Edmond at second. Throws over to his left for the out. So after a busy 6th, Whitey Red Sox able to get a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the 7th. Kettleers still lead 5-1 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Bank of Cape Cod is proud to sponsor today's Cotuit replay from a former Kettleer. With branches in Hyannis, Osterville, and Falmouth, rediscover local banking with Bank of Cape Cod. Garrett Atkins, a Cape Cod Baseball League Hall of Famer from 1998 and 1999, has this replay. I remember coming out and staying with a great host family, Bernie and Jeff Reinhardt, and the baseball side of playing with a lot of guys who wound up in the big leagues, like Chase Utley, Aaron Harang, and Dane Sardina. It was the first experience of what pro ball would be like. Waking up and playing baseball is kind of your only job, and traveling around the Cape was a lot of fun. My experience on the Cape and in Cotuit was really so important to my future development in the major leagues. It really helped my draft stock playing against some of the top competition in college. Garrett Atkins, a Cape Cod Baseball League Hall of Famer with his Cotuit replay. Brought to you by the Bank of Cape Cod with branches in Hyannis, Osterville, and Falmouth.
We go to the 8th inning at Lowell Park. 5-1 Cotuit on top. Milburn stays on. Ryan Noda leads off, and the first pitch is upstairs, a curveball, 1-0. Milburn beginning his 3rd inning of work. Came on after Daniel Brown gave up a leadoff single in the 6th inning. The 1-0. Hits the outside corner of fastball, 1-1. 8-9-1 due up. Noda, then Vidales, and then Billingsley here in the 8th inning for YD. The righty's 1-1. Down and away with an off. 2 balls and a strike. Noda, a left-hand batter. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the 3rd and flew out to left in the 5th. The 2-1. Swinging a high fly ball towards left center. Klein and Stevens racing back, and it's Stevens who makes the catch for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. Well, Noda hit that ball pretty well, but got under it too much, so 1 up, 1 down. And Joshua Vidales coming up. Switch hitter will bat left-handed for the first time today and went 1 for 2, including a single, the last batter that Brown faced in the 6th. We're in the 8th now. It's 5-1 Cotuit. Milburn, the right-hander, pitches from the full windup, right in the middle of the rubber. Takes a deep breath, begins his windup. The first pitch, a fastball taken right down the middle for a called strike. It's 0-1. Brody Weiss at 3rd, playing in and well off the line. Outfield straight away against the left-hand batter. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Taken a changeup on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-2. Milburn already has 4 strikeouts in 2 1/3 innings of work, and looks to strike out Vidales to make it 5. The righty works quickly, takes a deep breath. The 0-2 pitch, check swing. He went around, says home plate umpire Chris Cohn. He rings him up, strike 3, 2 men down in the 8th inning. Well, he tried to check his swing at one down below the knees and away, but couldn't hold up. That's 5 strikeouts and 9 batters for Milburn. And back to the top of the order, Cole Billingsley coming up. Left-hand batters 0 for 3, struck out against Milburn. First pitch, he squares to bunt, tips it into Haney's glove, 0-1. 2 outs, no one on top of the 8th. 5-1 Cotuit. The Kettleers looking to pick up a 2nd straight win. This comes after they lost 7 in a row. The 0-1. Fastball taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Billingsley, with Tommy Edmond waiting on deck. Milburn likes to work quickly. The righty into the full wind of the 1-1. Swing and a skew foul off by the Kettleers dugout. It's 1-2. So Milburn a strike end of this 8th inning. He's about to finish his 3rd inning, or hoping to. He's allowed just 1 base runner. And here's the righty's 1-2 pitch. Outside a changeup. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Billingsley. Billingsley is 0 for 3. He's flown out, grounded out, and as we mentioned, struck out against Milburn his last at-bat. The count even 2-2. The righty deals. Taken a little bit off the outside corner, a breaking ball, full count. And Milburn didn't miss there by a whole lot. So the count runs full on Billingsley with Edmond on deck in the 8th inning. Billingsley lifts his leg, the payoff pitch, swinging a ground ball under his glove. Paez backs it up by the bag, throws to first just in time, and the inning is over. Red Sox go 1-2-3 in the 8th. To the bottom of the 8th inning we go at Lowell Park. It's the Kettleers 5 and the Red Sox 1 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Last of the 8th inning at Lowell Park. It's 5-1 Cotuit on top. The Kettleers looking to bring home a second straight win. They'll send up 4, 5, and 6 against the new right-hander for YD, Chris Vile. Vile from Stanford making his 4th appearance of the summer. In 3.1 innings, a 0 ERA. He's given up just 1 hit. Brandon Berry leads things off. The first baseman is 1 for 3 with a run scored in the 6th inning. Vile pitches from the full windup. Here's the tall righty's first pitch. Swinging the ground ball hit up the middle. Past the diving shortstop. Walton, a base hit into center field. So Berry wastes no time. He's now 2 for 4 on the day. The leadoff man on in the 8th inning. And Gene Cohn coming up. It's now 2 straight singles for Berry, who started the 2-out rally in the 6th inning. He's on base leading off the 8th. And Cohn coming up. Cohn pinch hit for Albanese in that 6th inning. Cotuit got all 5 runs in that frame. Cohn singled with 2 outs, came home on the Will Haney homer. Left-hand batter, Vile now from the stretch with Berry on first. Here's the first pitch. He squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes down and in a fastball. Almost hit him. He skipped out of the way. It's 1-0. Well, Vile, a very tall reliever. He's 6'9", and certainly looks it on the mound. Tallest pitcher we've seen this year. Comes set, the 1-0. Cohn squares to bunt and tips it back foul off the catcher, Rodriguez. The count evens 1-1. After Cohn, Mike Paez waiting on deck. And if we get past him, Will Haney, who's provided the big blast in this game, a 3-run homer in the 6th inning. We play now in the 8th. Berry on first, no one out. It's 5-1 Kettleers. Vile gets the sign from Rodriguez and comes set. Berry jumping around off first. He runs. The pitch is swung on a missed throw to second. Picked the slide. Safe! Looked like a hit and run there. The pitch was down and in, and Cohn had a very awkward-looking swing and miss. But the throw by Rodriguez once again on a hop. Walton picked it, but Berry in at first second with his first stolen base of the summer. Better outcome than last time, when Peterson got to third after a throw bounced into center field. Walton did a good job to block it, but that was about all he could do. The swipe tag just not in time. So Berry's on second, no one out still. A 1-2 count though on Cohn. Vile comes set, looks to second. The leg kick and the pitch, swinging a high fly ball to right, heading towards the corner. That ball is going to go. It is gone. A long home run into the back of the bullpen in right field for Gene Cohn, and the Kettleers lead 7-1. Well, Cole Billingsley in right gave that ball a couple of steps and knew he had no chance. An absolute bomb off the bat of Cohn, his first homer of the year, and the Kettleers have turned this one into a rout in the 8th inning. And I think Gene Cohn might have earned himself a spot in the lineup on Wednesday. He's 2 for 2. He's 3 for his last 3. And he got every bit of that one. So Mike Paez now the batter with no one on. Still no one out. Vile's first pitch is a curveball way upstairs, 1-0. Yeah, Gene Cohn hit that one deep to right. The question was, would it stay fair or not? And he just snuck it inside the foul pole. 1-0 on Paez. Vile deals a curveball that hits the knees for a called strike. 1-1. 7-1 Kettleers, last of the 8th inning. 2 home runs on the day for Cotuit. A 3-run and that 2-run bomb by Cohn. Here's the 1-1. Fastball hits the knees in the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Paez. The shortstop 0 for 2. He also walked and scored in front of Haney's home run in the 6th inning. Behind in the count here, 1-2. Vile takes a deep breath, begins his windup. Here's the pitch. Upstairs with a big breaking ball. It's 2-2. Haney waiting on deck, and Brody Weiss will head after that in the 8th inning. Cotuit looking to build on a 7-1 lead. The bat's breaking out big time. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a foul back to the screen. A big hack at a fastball. The count's still 2-2. Well, Vile, we mentioned 6'9", a height that really you don't want to face a pitcher like that, but so far a single and a home run. And a 2-2 count on Paez. Vile having a tough time putting him away. Here's the righty's 2-2. Check swing, he takes the curveball in the dirt, full count. And again, Paez doesn't strike out a whole lot, just 5 times. He has a team-high 13 walks. And in position to draw another one here. 3-2 the count. Vile into the full windup. Here's the payoff to Paez. Inside, a fastball, ball 4. And Paez draws his second straight walk. And things getting a bit out of hand here in the 8th inning for Vile. There's a lefty throwing in the pen for YD. Can't see just who it is quite yet. But we'll see how much longer Scott Pickler chooses to stick with his tall righty. 3 batters and no outs so far. And Will Haney coming up, who hit an absolute bomb on a curveball to left field his last at-bat. A 3-run shot, his 3rd of the year. Tall right-hand batter against the even taller pitcher. First pitch, he takes a fastball right down the middle. It's 0-1. Well, Vile is 6'9", weighs 225 pounds. Haney is 6'5", weighs 230. So tall versus taller. Paez leads off first, a short lead. He's running, he bluffs the pitch, it's taken a strike, a curveball, it's 0-2. Took about 4 or 5 steps maybe towards second, then slammed on the brakes. And with his small lead, got back to first easily. But 0-2 on Haney. He's 1 for 3, that one hit. That big home run. Vile set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball hit to left field. That one's deep. Donadio back at the track. Looks at the wall. It's gone. Will Haney does it again. Another home run, and it's 9-1 Kettleers. 2 home runs in the inning for Cotuit. 2 home runs on the day for Haney. And I think we can say he's broken out of his slump. And a big smile on his face as he crosses home plate. And Chris Vile is just not feeling it this inning for the Red Sox. He's faced 4 batters, a single, a home run, a walk, and another home run. And the Kettleers, a team that has just been starved for offense all season, needed a blowout game offensively, and they have gotten it so far today. And that's going to be all for Vile. Does not record an out, gives up 4 runs in the 8th inning, including a pair of home runs. And he will be taken out of this game. A new pitcher coming in for the Red Sox. We'll be right back. 9-1 Cotuit in the 8th inning. We'll be back to Lowell Park in just a moment on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Back here, last of the 8th inning at Lowell Park. It's 9-1 Cotuit. Chris Vile, good news for Red Sox fans, is out of the game. And the lefty Dalton Lennon comes on to replace him. 4 batters this inning, 4 runs scored, a pair of home runs. Brody Weiss, the batter against the lefty. First pitch, fastball, outside, 1-0. Lennon, a lefty out of Cincinnati, 1-0 on the year, a 2.08 ERA in 5 games. Works from the stretch with no one on. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball in the hole at short, backhanded by Walton. Jump throw to first on a fly. Not in time. A very close play, a great play by Walton. But Weiss runs too well, and the throw just a little bit late. And this miserable 8th inning continues so far for YD. Still no one out. All 5 batters have reached safely, and Cole Fabio coming up looking for his first hit as a Kettleer. Right-hand batter, he's 0 for 3 today. Here's the first pitch. He takes on the inside corner at the knees, a strike, a fastball, 0-1. Well, Chris Vile began this 8th inning. Faced 4 batters, allowed a single, a home run, a walk and a home run, and came out. Dalton Lennon gave up a hit, and the 0-1 is taken up and away. A changeup, 1-1 on Fabio. 9-1 Cotuit, last of the 8th. 7 of the 9 runs coming on home runs. A 3-run shot for Will Haney in the 6th inning. A pair of passes here in the 8th inning. The 1-1 taken low, a fastball, 2-1. A 2-run shot for Cohen here in the 8th inning, and Haney with his 2nd home run of the day here in the 8th inning. Had a 2-run shot as well. 2-1 on Fabio. The pitch hits the inside corner, a fastball, 2-2. Left-hander peering in for the sign. Red Sox just hoping to get out of this 8th inning without any further damage. The leg kick and the 2-2. In the dirt, skips away from Rodriguez, and Weiss will run down to second on the wild pitch. And the inning continues to get worse. So a full count on Fabio. He's yet to reach base today. He's flied out, and grounded out again. Weiss is on second with nobody out. Already 4 runs in this inning. Court Peterson, the leadoff man, waiting on deck. 3-2 on Fabio. Lennon set, looks to second. Now the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to left field. That one's deep. Donadio back near the fence. That one is going to one-hop off the wall. Weiss rounds third. He comes in to score. Fabio's at second with his first Kettleers hit. It's an RBI double, and it's 10-1 Cotuit. Well, everybody is hitting in this inning for the Kettleers. Fabio, for him, that's got to feel good. He hadn't had a hit in 5 at-bats so far, and that one almost got out, too. Donadio racing back towards left center. Probably happy he didn't have to watch one go over the fence again. But still a well-hit ball for Fabio. So 5 runs in this inning. It's 10-1. Fabio on second, and Court Peterson the batter. Lefty to lefty. Here's the first pitch. He takes down and away a breaking ball, 1-0. Peterson is 2 for 4. He's singled twice. He also scored in the 6th inning. That was 10 runs ago. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a run to the bag himself for the out as Fabio moves to third. 3 unassisted, finally an out here in the 8th inning for YD. They badly needed that one, and Jack Klein coming up. Klein is 1 for 3, singled in the first. Flew out to left in the third, lifted a sac fly to right in the 6th, and popped out to second in the 7th. 3 straight innings with an at-bat. The infield plays back. They'll concede a run for an out, down 9 runs in the 8th inning. Right-hand batter. Lennon's first pitch, swing and a foul back to the screen, 0-1. And a big hack at a fastball. Fabio leads in foul territory off of third, a small lead. He's not going anywhere, up by 9. It's 10-1 Cotuit with 1 out in the 8th. Lennon comes set at the belt. Here's the leg kick in the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to short. That gets the run in. Walton on the backhand. Long throw to first. Not in time. Another infield single to that shortstop hole. Klein beats it out. Fabio scores. And it's 6 runs in this inning for Cotuit. After scoring 5 runs in the 6th inning, things continue to get worse. The 9th man of the inning coming up in Brett Stevens. The second time today the Kettleers have sent 9 men to the plate. Stevens, the left-hand batters, 1 for 4. Doubled in the 4th. Lennon set. Here's the first pitch. Fastball hits the outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. And pretty much all year we've talked about how it's been the big inning that's hurt the Kettleers. Both games against YD in that doubleheader a few weeks ago, YD had a 4-run inning. They won those games 4-1 and 4-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Check swing. He takes a breaking ball down and away, 1-1. And today, opposite story. The Kettleers with 2 innings of 5 runs or more. Certainly nice to see them turn things around. And the offense really needed a boost and has gotten it today. 1-1 pitch. Curveball sits upstairs, 2-1 on Stevens. The first baseman Noda playing behind Klein at first. Doubt he'll be going anywhere, up by 10 runs in the 8th inning. Just 1 man down still, already 6 runs home. The pitch, taken up the knees, a fastball to Stevens. The count evens 2-2. Brandon Berry began the inning. He's waiting on deck. Singled, stole second, and scored on the Cone homer. That was a while ago. The pitch, taken on the outside corner, a fastball, strike 3 called. And Stevens down looking, 2 away in the 8th. And he gave Chris Cone, the home plate umpire, a really look after he was punched out there. Thought it was outside, but 2 down now in the 8th, and Berry the batter with Klein still on first. Berry began this inning with a single. Again, scored on the Cohen homer. Hits with 2 down. First pitch, swing and a high fly ball to left. Donadio racing back. In front of the fence, he has room and he makes the catch near the wall, and the inning is over. But not before the damage is done, and lots of it. 6 runs crossed the plate. There were 6 hits in the inning, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the 9th inning, and the Kettleers 11 and the Red Sox 1 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Like this.
We go to the 9th inning at Lowell Park. Cotuit 11, YD 1. Matt Milburn looks to finish this thing off. He's gone 3 innings so far. He's allowed just 1 base runner, a single in the 6th inning. He's struck out 5. Tommy Edmond leads off. Here's the first pitch, a changeup outside, 1-0. Edmond, then Walton, then Donadio. 2 switch hitters and a lefty. All will bat lefty against the righty Milburn. Here's his 1-0. Fastball missed up and in, 2-0. 11 runs on 13 hits and no errors for Cotuit. Just 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for YD. Milburn takes a deep breath, begins his windup. The 2-0. Swing on a liner fouled on the left field line, slicing, and 1 hops off the fence in foul territory. The count 2-1. Edmond is 2 for 3. Grounded out to short his first at-bat. Since then, has singled twice. He's the only man to reach off Milburn. The 2-1. Changed up, hits the outside corner. The count evens 2-2. Well, the Kettleers appear to be well on their way to their 2nd straight win. And the offense, by far, its best game of the year. The 2-2, swinging a looper into shallow right. That's going to fall in front of Peterson for a base hit. So Edmond has 3 straight hits, and the leadoff man on the 9th inning for the Red Sox. You know, it wasn't pretty, but when you're down by 10, you'll take him however you can get him. The leadoff man on, and Donnie Walton coming up, and actually won't have a pinch hitter for Walton. It's going to be Conlon. Conlon, a right-hand batter. Pinch hitting for Walton in the 9th inning with Edmond on first and no one out. Conlon hitting .211 on the year. First pitch, fastball hits the letters for a called strike, 0-1. Berry holds on the runner at first, even in a 10-run game in the 9th inning, though I highly doubt Edmonds going anywhere. Milburn set, the leg kick and the 0-1. Fastball missed a little bit outside, a ball and a strike on Conlon.
Dan, the Cavaliers have scored 11 runs today. They've struggled to even approach more than 3 runs. Their previous season high was 7. They have 11 tonight.
Big improvement. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a pop foul off the right out of play. It's 1-2. And this was a team that averaged 2.5 runs per game through the first 17 games this season. They have more than 4 times that number today. And it's something that you hope going into Wednesday's game for the rest of the season that they can continue. Throw to first, Edmond dives back in safely. Because this team is one that badly needs runs. And when you score 11, you're going to win most of your games. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a curveball. And there's one man down in the 9th inning. Strikeout number 6 for Matt Milburn. He's been really good since coming on in this game. Just 2 hits, both of them to Edmond. 6 Ks, and Michael Donadio now coming up. Pinch hit in the 6th inning and hit into a fielder's choice. Left-hand batter, Milburn deals a fastball off the outside corner, 1-0. Edmond on first, 1 down, top of the 9th inning. It's 11-1 Cotuit. Brody Weiss plays in and off the line at third. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a line drive foul off the screen in front of the grandstand on the third base side. The count evens 1-1. And Jonathan King trots out of the dugout to retrieve that baseball.
As you said, Dan, Milburn has been very good. This is his first appearance out of the bullpen. He's working on 4 innings, has yet to pitch less than 5. Well, I guess today will be less than 5.
The 1-1 is fouled off to the left, out of play again, 1-2. And Milburn in line for the win as well. Daniel Brown started, went 5+, gave up just 1 run, 4 hits. He pitched very well. Milburn yet to give up a run, and since he came in, the offense has just clicked.
This would be Milburn's first win of the season. He'd improved to 1-2.
The righty set. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a 2-hopper to Pius at short. Could be 2 to second. Out Fabio. The turn. Not in time at first. Donadio beats it out. And we play on in the 9th inning. Just a fielder's choice. 6-4. Almost a double play to end the game. The Kettleers have already turned 2 of those today. Almost to third. Instead, Donadio safe at first. And Stephen Rand coming up. Ran a right-hand batter. He's 0 for 2. He also walked in the 5th inning. First pitch fouled back off to the right, out of play. It's 0-1. 2 outs in the 9th inning. Donadio on first. Berry playing behind the runner now. The Kettleers appear to be well on their way to a 2nd straight win. They lead 11-1. And just 2 big innings today for Cotuit, but they were huge ones. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow center. Fabio out, Klein coming in. Klein makes the call. He makes the catch, and the ball game is over. And the Kettleers have won their 2nd straight game. They blow out the Red Sox by a final score of 11-1. And Axel, we've talked about all year how the offense hasn't been here. It's been the big inning that's hurt them. And today, exactly the opposite. It's been the big inning, the 2 big innings that helped them win this game. And the offense showed up in big amounts.
Yeah, the Kettleers score in just 2 of the innings that were played today. Scored 5 in the bottom of the 6th, scored 6 in the bottom of the 8th. And what's really impressive about this win is they haven't had this complete of a victory since arguably against Falmouth back on the 12th. Every player did their part for the Kettleers, whether it was on the mound or at the plate on defense. And credit to the Kettleers who really come out of a hitting slump that they've pretty much been in all season. Big win in 2 straight. You figure that has to be really good, and this team may be turning a corner after 7 straight wins, 2 in a row now for them.
And particularly offense, very good today. They improved to 6-12 on the year with the win. The offense puts up more than 4 times the season average of runs. As again, the final score 11-1. Matt Milburn gets the win. Goes 4 scoreless innings in relief. He was absolutely excellent today. Kristen Morris gets the loss. 5 2/3 innings of 5-run baseball. Chris Vile, certainly the worst stat line of the day. No innings pitched, didn't get an out. Gave up 4 runs, 3 hits, including a pair of homers. And the offense came out big, 3 homers on the day. Will Haney hit 2. So he doubled his home run total for the year, doubled his RBI total for the year, drove in 5 runs. Gene Cohn hit a bomb. And Cole Fabio got his first Kettler hit too, so offensively, just everything went right today.
Yeah, batters 1 through 9 really did their part. As you said, Gene Cohn pinch hitting, went 2 for 2, had a couple really good games. He had a big pinch hit in that walk-off win the Kettleers had against the Firebirds 2 days ago. And Will Haney with 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. Coming into this game, Haney had 5 runs batted in. He doubled his season total in just 1 day, and you figure for batters like Gene Cohn and Will Haney, who are hitting sub-200, today's really got to feel good for them.
And definitely something the Kettleers hope that can continue going forward, because this team just needs to score more runs, and today certainly a big step in the right direction. So again, Matt Milburn gets the win. Kristen Morris gets the loss as the Kettleers knock off the Red Sox by a final score of 11-1 at Lowell Park. Tomorrow an off day for the team, although they travel up to Boston for workout day in front of some scouts at Fenway Park. And then July 1st on Wednesday. It's almost July. This season has flown by. On Wednesday night, the Kettleers travel to Wareham for the first time. They take on the Gatemen, a 7 o'clock start time off the Cape before an off day Thursday. At Falmouth at 6 on Friday. And then the 4th of July is when the Kettleers return home. They take on the Commodores once again, a 5 o'clock start time. So for my partner Axel Bawada, I'm Dan Silverman saying so long tonight from Lowell Park. Once again, the final score, the Kettleers 11 and the Red Sox 1. Enjoy the off day tomorrow, and we'll see you on Wednesday night when the Kettleers take on the Gatemen in Wareham.